And a good morning from day 2 of the regional championships from Smoky Valley High School. Rocky Downing along with Vinny Wallace. Our studio engineer is Flip Casper, and it's championship day.
It is. It's Saturday.
Put the Clay Center Tigers in a chance to get on to the state tournament next week. We know 3 are headed that way in the finals tonight in the regional championships, either first or second place for Hunter Mullen, Ryan Tears, and Gavin Ware. So their table is set for the rest of the Tigers, all still alive. The other 6 will start at 126 pounds, and Garrett Brim about to take the mat right now, Vinny.
You bet. It's early morning, ready to go. He looks like he's loose, so he's going to jump on this mat and get going.
And it's a matchup against Tanner Reed of Colby, a junior at 22 and 20. Look back, Garrett was not wrestling at this varsity or weight class when they met up in the Tiger Invitational that I could see, or in the Beloit Invitational that Colby won both of those events. So we know that Colby's number 1 ranked in 4A, so individually this is not a ranked wrestler, but Reed is a name that we've heard around that area before, and so Garrett Brim likely knows quite a bit about this guy as he gets set to meet him today.
Yeah, he looks like he was ranked 4th on this bracket, so he's got good credentials, and coming from Colby, you know he's going to be a pretty good wrestler coming out of a room that's full of good teammates. There
is a wrestler down in the match before us that they are tending to, so we're going to take an injury timeout. We'll take this timeout, come back, and see how long we'll have before Garrett Brim gets a chance to go at 126 pounds here in the regional championships. Back once again at Smoky Valley High School 4A regional championships. Garrett Brim was checked in and set to go. The match before him had finished up, and the wrestler that got pinned, I believe, is from Beloit, and they are still tending to him right now. And so they're actually going to make sure and take all precautions, and he is moving around. We can see him on the mat and head moving around, so it's not a neck injury. You thought maybe something around the sternum or something of that nature looked like. And so they are taking all precautions, and they're going to put him on the table and take him out. So we're going to take another timeout. Garrett Brim waiting to wrestle here in the 4A Regional Championships at 126 pounds as the cross-bracketing consolation round gets set to go for the Tigers. We'll be back in a moment.
You started young, you learned, you trained, you stayed focused, and you cultivated a passion for wrestling. It all began by being a part of the Clay County Wrestling Club. Established in 1972, they have been laying the foundation for outstanding athletes. Congratulations on your commitment and success. In one-on-one situations where you are the only one who controls your destiny, continue to rise to the challenge. Good luck at the regionals from your fans at the Clay County Wrestling Club.
When it comes to your mortgage, are you looking for low rates? Are you looking for high savings? Yeah. United Bank and Trust has what you're looking for when it comes to refinancing. Low rates, helpful staff, and convenience. Visit their online mortgage center at www.ubankonline.com or stop by any of their locations to get on your way to saving.
Banking for your way of life. Member FDIC Equal Housing Lender.
Central Valley Ag believes that each employee contributes directly to the cooperative's growth and success. This is your invitation to become a member of the CVA team. Go to their website. You can see a current list of job openings, information on benefits, even sign up for one of their email lists. Visit cvacoop.com/careers. Central Valley Ag, growing agriculture together.
Central Valley Ag, where the customer comes first.
Whether you drive every day or just every so often, your car needs attention just the same. Hanson Ford offers the works for just $39.95. This fuel saver package includes Motorcraft Premium Synthetic Blend Oil and filter change with up to 5 quarts of Motorcraft oil. They'll also rotate and inspect the tires, check air and cabin air filters, inspect the brake system, test the battery, check the belts and hoses, and top off the fluids. Order the works at Hanson Ford in Clay Center, now with a $10 mail-in rebate.
Time, rate, place, and source. Get them all right with the help of Wilbur Ellis & Reed Seed and Feed. We can help you develop a flexible nitrogen management strategy in order to gain the best results for your cropping systems. Combined with variable rate fertilizer application on milo and corn, yields can be pushed to maximum levels of production on each and every acre. Visit with any of our field reps about the February application discount at Wilbur Ellis & Reed Seed and Feed. We're here and ready to help you.
It was a Smoky Valley wrestler, and it was an arm injury. We were able to tell as they got him up on the gurney, and it took him out with applause around the arena, of course, for that wrestler. Tigers' Garrett Brim is on the mat, and we are underway here in the consolation cross bracketing round. And Brim with an early takedown. He's up 2-0. Now let's Tanner Reed of Colby go, and they'll go back to neutral. Shot in by Reed, and it is Brim trying to fight him up. They get outside the circle, and they'll stop it with 46 seconds. Remember, a 1-minute opening period in the consolation bracket.
Luckily, he got that whizzer in, or he'd gotten taken down right away. Again, back. And here's some blood time.
We had just mentioned during the timeout we hadn't seen much of a blood situation. The Garrett Brim now working on a bloody nose. The Tigers in this round, just to give you a quick look at 126, Garrett Brim wrestling right now. Then we have Cameron Osborne going at 132, Peyton Lane at 138, Jake Quinn at 145. Then we'll jump up to 182 pounds with Gabe Ware, and at 220, Devin Tipsword. And the Tigers will be wrestling in those weight classes and go fairly quickly in this round, certainly. And there are some buys even in this round. It's a much fuller schedule than yesterday's consolation, which had one match for the entire consolation round. Always strange to think about. Brim has got the nosebleed cleaned up, it looks like. Coach Pigorsh and Rickley kind of talking with the scores table to make sure that the time that they use for that blood timeout is correct in case they have to work on the nose again of Garrett Brim. He leads 2-1 here early on.
Came out really aggressive, took him down immediately, almost missed it, and then kind of got a little bit loose, so he caught him, and then almost got retaken back down. So leading 2-1. I got the blood time up there still, so we can't tell. I think it's early in the first period.
I think they were down to 40 seconds, maybe, just over 30 seconds. I'll clock it here in a minute. 46 seconds left in the first period. Brim leading 2-1. They're back underway. Garrett Brim at 126.
Just hand fighting, working. There's a little slide by him. Oh, they go out of bounds. Almost got reversed back before it went out of bounds, so maybe a good thing they did.
Yeah, I agree. They almost had the takedown and trying to hold on to it, slipped out. They both went out of bounds, and it was stopped. Still 2-1, Brim with the lead.
Well, Tanner Reed's very aggressive and coming after Garrett now, so Garrett gets backed out of the mat, so I have to go back to center.
21 seconds left to work in this opening period. Garrett Brim leading 2-1.
Tanner does a little outside single. Garrett blocks it.
Now they split apart for a moment, and now back to hand fighting. Forehead to forehead. 7 seconds left. First period. Shot by Reed. Blocked by Brim. 2 seconds left, and that'll end the first period with Garrett Brim on top 2-1.
Tanner Reed came in low, and Garrett kind of did really heavy hands and got him down, but then the period ended. It looked like he was going to get a good chance to get around behind, but ran out of time.
Reed's choice, and he'll take the down position with Brim leading 2-1 here.
Garrett Brim starts on the right side, chops that arm, starts to get that lundy, hooks a leg in. Still on the right side. Got a half, far side half is pretty high on him. These Colby wrestlers, they've been around leg rides a long time, so they know how to counter, and he's doing a good job of countering Garrett Brim right now. He got the leg hooked, and he lifted, elevated it, and got a 2-point reversal on Garrett Brim.
Minute 30 to work, 3-2 now. It is Brim trailing by 1 in the second period.
When a legger wrestles a legger, you better be good at it because you're going to get countered quite often. Here, Tanner does a little tilt on Garrett Brim, and he's getting a few back points.
Minute 13 to work here in the second period. Brim flattens back out. It'll be 3 near falls, and now they're going to stop as the plug that was in Garrett Brim's nose, and a bloody nose in the first period, popped out. So they'll work on that and take him over to the table. 6-2 now. Brim trailing in his first match. Minute 7 to go, second period.
We can tell right now that Tanner Reed from Colby's very good on top. He's going to do these tilts and stuff. He can rack up a lot of points fast. So Garrett Brim here at the re-whistle start needs to get away and get out and get it to tape. Get back to his feet.
Minute 7 to work here, second period. They're ready to go again. He does get to his feet for a moment, then pulled back down to the mat. You can see Reed trying to work that tilt again as he did a moment ago. Now puts a half in on
far side. He's almost out of bounds. Shouldn't get any back points here, but now he will. He kind of circled him in, but
Brim rolls through it.
That's a point.
So he gets an escape after giving up 2 more back points, 8-2. It should be 8-3. There we go. 8-3. Brim trails second period.
Looks to me like Garrett needs to just take down, and catch back up. He does not want to be on the mat with Tanner Reed.
Shot in by Reed, blocked by Brim. Now they break apart. 32 seconds to work second period. Brim trails by 5.
Garrett digging underhooks left side. Got wrist control on the right. There's a little outside single by Tanner Reed from Colby, and they go out of bounds.
Down to 24 to work in this second period. Osborne will be up very soon for the Tigers, so we'll keep an eye on the other mat. I think that's probably where he will go.
Garrett really needs to get busy here, maybe get it back to 5-8 possibly. It's 8-3 currently, but he needs a 2-point takedown. 10 seconds left. Goes out of bounds again. 7 seconds left in the second period.
Brim trailing 8-3.
Quick 2 points to be really good right here.
He's had a takedown already back in the first period very early on. 3 seconds, 2 seconds, and that will close out the second period. Brim will trail 8-3.
Staying on their feet. Good choice here to start the third period. No time on the clock yet. Blows the whistle to start, but there wasn't time up on the clock yet. So
now they get a thumbs up from the scorer's table. And they got the score blanked on Garrett's side. It should be 8-3. It says 8-0.
Struggling a little bit.
Yeah, they are. Tough start for the scorer's table on this mat.
Garrett really needs to get a takedown here and then just cut, because he's going to have to do this quite often. And being down 8-3, he can build it back, but he's going to have to show some urgency here and work hard.
So they get the score right, 8-3, Brim trailing, and the time is right at 2 minutes. We're underway in the third period now.
It's a low shot by Tanner Reed from Colby. It drives Garrett off, and that go back to center. So Garrett goes for an outside. Shot's not there. Tries to elevate. Not there. Reed's got an outside leg. Oh, they go out of bounds. Reed almost got another takedown against Garrett Brim, but they went out of bounds, thankfully.
Minute 45 to work in the match. And a shot in double leg by Tanner Reed of Colby. Brim fighting it off. Now toward the edge. Reed's gone to an outside single. Right on the edge right now. Not whistled to a stop yet.
Tanner Reed from Colby up 8-3, but still being very aggressive and shooting a lot of shots on Garrett Brim, allowing him not to have the opportunity to shoot.
Minute 27 remains in this third period.
He's put Garrett Brim on defense is what I guess I'm saying, and Garrett needs to get on offense.
Brim locks up now.
Underhooks to the left side. Got good head position here.
Started to go toward a front headlock, then they break apart again. Now he leans back in. Shot by Reed. Front headlock for Brim. Now they go outside the circle with 59 to work in the match, and Brim trailing 8-3 now.
That's the door's telling him when you get that head knock, you got to bury your head underneath that shoulder and get around. Tanner Reed comes out, does a double leg shot. Got a good position here. He's got another takedown against Garrett Brim, so he leads Garrett 10-3 right now with 44 seconds left in the third period.
The final period here for Brim. Of course, it's consolation round, so a loss and your weekend comes to a close, and certainly Brim hoping to advance here, as all the Tigers are on the backside. All 9 still alive right now. 6 on the backside, 3 in the championships tonight. But Brim down by 7, and right now Reed got him down on the mat and not letting him have much room to get up and go.
Not only your weekend, your season comes to a close.
Now Reed's getting more back points.
Garrett's fighting to try to keep from getting pinned here. 9 seconds left.
And there's a pin for the Colby wrestler, Tanner Reed. And Garrett Brim with a loss by fall here in the consolation cross bracketing round. We'll see his season and weekend come to a close. Tigers next up will be Cameron Osborne. We'll take a break right here, come back and give you an idea of when that'll be coming up. Should be soon here in Smoky Valley. We're back in just a moment. Back once again at Smoky Valley. Cameron Osborne will be the next Tiger wrestler on the mats. I was going to say we might take you back to programming. We just got a pin Benny, we may be ready to go here. Let's see if Cam checks in. I see him getting ready to put the headgear on. So,
have you ever seen anybody walk out and just like lay down on the mat?
No, just now.
Yeah.
I mean, the match before Cameron's, it was wrestler kind of came out and said, I'm ready to go home.
Yeah, that's what it looked like.
Yeah. So Osborne ready to go for the Tigers at 132 pounds. He is matched up against Chapman wrestler David Dam. Reed Knitter actually beats Dam in the first matches of the year in the Chapman Junction City Play Center triangulars they compete in as the first of every year. And so they haven't met, but they obviously know of each other from the NCKL.
David Dam does an outside shot, but Cameron blocks that off, swings around, trying to get in behind him, but doesn't get the break and come back to their feet. Right now they're in the middle of the mat, just kind of head-to-head. An outside shot. Cameron Osborne not there. They go out of bounds.
So Garrett Brim, a loss by fall. That'll end his weekend as mentioned. Cameron Osborne trying to advance to the next round of the consolation bracket. No score as of yet. There's that front headlock, trying to work in behind, grab the leg.
Missed the leg, so he's going to have to regroup. Comes around behind, gets the 2.
2-0 start for Osborne.
Riding hard, staying in behind, got him flattened out good. Hands underneath, trying to get them wrist control. 3, 2, 1 into the first period.
So good start for Osborne. He's up 2-0 as they get set to go into period number 2. His choice, and he will defer.
David Dam from Chapman will take the down position, so Cameron will start on top, leading 2-0 here in the second period to start.
And back underway. Dam to his feet, but Osborne tight waist and working in behind him right now. And once again, problems with the scorer's table, no clock running. Now they've got the athletics director over figuring out what the problem is with the clock. Now they've got it up and running.
So they need to run 6-8 seconds off or so.
They've taken 8, so that was a good call, Benny.
A lot of our wrestlers are starting on offside. I call offside the right side. Kind of messes up a guy when he's used to everybody being on the left side.
Yeah.
Performing his starts and switches and everything else. So that's what Cameron does again. Starts on the right side, chops the arm. Really working hard at a tilt. Getting some back points here. This is a nice tilt.
You're going to let him roll back over. That'll award 3 points, and Osborne now leads 5-0.
Pretty quick 3 will take it.
Cameron Osborne wrestling at 132 here in the consolation cross bracketing.
Cameron keeping the knee in the hole, working hard, trying to get that wrist control. Trying to lift. Looks like he's trying to tilt him again.
Minute 20 to work in the second period. Up 5-0 for Osborne.
Not there yet. David Dam from Chapman doing a good job of trying to keep his wrist from being tied up. So there's a crossface. Crossface forearm. He's trying to get it cranked up, get into a cradle, but it's not there.
And he gives that up and goes back to the front. Still has the arm underneath in control. And now he works back in behind to get in position. Good job by Osborne.
He needed to. He'd have that crossface, and then he came way out front and was going to kind of getting out of control, so he came back to the backside and got control. With the leg.
Osborne leading 5-0.
Scramble here. Trying to too high on him.
He's going to have to give up the 1 for the escape, and it's a 5-1 lead. Yeah, now he's got a cradle against him.
Now this is going to be a 5-point move here.
Oh, Osborne trying to stay off of his back. He was up 5-1, and now he gets pinned here in the second period. Osborne frustrated, got into position he didn't want to be in, and just couldn't get out of it, Benny.
That is tough. It really wasn't an escape. It went right from outside. He never really broke away, and he cramped old Cameron Osborne down into a cradle and locked it up tight. Unfortunately, Cameron just couldn't get away from it.
Tough start for the Tigers. Osborne leading, and then ends up with getting pinned late in the second period. Tigers are right back at it, though. Jake Wynn on the mat here at 145 on the same mat, and he's got an early takedown here and up 2-0.
Jake did a really nice slide-by right there. Now he's got a ball and chain, and he tilts with it. Can get a couple of back points.
On the edge right now, still working on top with the lead.
4-0 lead here, 30 seconds left in the first.
1 minute consolation period in the first period, and to score big points like this is great for the Tigers and Jake Wynn.
Jake came out just really ready. I mean, he did a really nice slide by. Here he's getting more back points.
Now he's got him almost to his back.
Oh, this looks good.
Official taking a look in there deep.
Tiller from Chatham doing a good job of arching. He arches himself right out of that.
2 seconds, 1 second, and more back points, though, for Jake Wynn, and he will lead 7-0 going into the second period.
Looked like Jake was going to get a pin right there, and Mitchell Tiller did a good job of arching, using his head, and arched up, and let time expire before he could get that pin on him. Nice first period, 7-0.
Wynn will be in the down position to start here. Second period, up 7-0 and a quick escape.
Start coming to his feet, and he couldn't quite get there, and kind of almost looked like a bucking bull or bronco, and kind of took him right off. Gets on his feet, does a slide by the opposite side this time. He's in behind. Now he's got to take him to the mat to get that 2 points. There it is.
He does that.
Goes right into a tilt and gets some back points.
10-0 now, Wynn with the lead.
2 quick back points.
Now back to center they'll come, and he'll be in the up position with a 10-0 lead right now for Jake Wynn.
Nice start to that second period there. Chops the arm on the left side. Working hard, knee in the hole. Goes to the right side, kind of digging underneath. Looks like he was going to shoot a half, but he pulls the arm back.
He's trying to get that half in there still, but you can see his opponent with a grip on his wrist. Now he goes for a tilt again. He's going to get more back points.
Getting a little loose. He's getting back points. He needs to recover here. There he does. Nice job. Got that leg hooked.
1:01 to work in the second period. Jake Wynn dominant thus far at 145.
Gets 3 more back points. 15-0.
Tech Fall winner.
There you go.
Tech Fall win. It's Peyton Lane. It was on a 138. I say just 145.
Wow.
Unbelievable.
Apologies.
But Peyton Lane does win it. It's a 15-0 Tech Fall winner for Peyton Lane. Jake Wynn will be up next for the Tigers.
Wow. How did we do that?
Peyton Lane with the win at 138. So Peyton Lane is through to the next round. Jake Wynn will be coming up at 145. When we come back, let's take a timeout. We're back in a moment. Well, Peyton Lane at 138, a winner for the Tigers to move on to the next round. He'll take on, let's see, the winner of Radke and Garrison. So Peyton Lane is through at 138 into the consolation quarterfinals. Jake Wynn will be coming up at 145. It should be on very, very quickly. He is at 140 is bout number, and they're at 137 right now. We'll take you back to the studios for the time being, but we will bring you Jake Wynn's match live. Again, the Tigers have their first wrestling win today with Peyton Lane getting it done as Tech Fall winner, 15-0. We're back with Jake Wynn when he's ready to take the mat.
Your chance to stock up on featured grocery items are in the Wow Bins at Ray's Apple Market, and they're spread throughout the store to catch your attention wherever you are. From dry soup mixes and sport drinks to snack items and canned goods, you'll find great savings in the Wow Bins. Stock the pantry with a variety of grocery items you'll want to have on hand. Ray's Apple Market continues to help you stretch your budget and save you money on the grocery items your family enjoys.
We're right on your way home.
Clay Center Tiger Wrestling on KCLY is brought to you in part by Wilbur Ellis and Reed Seed and Feed, Schramm Chrysler Dodge Jeep Manhattan, Bath Hour Catering, Central Office Service and Supply, by Hutchinson Mayrath, United Bank and Trust, Ray's Apple Market, Geisler Roofing and Home Improvement, and Oldie Seed Farms.
It's time for AP Network News.
Having a good roof over your head is important, but not just any roof. You want a strong, high-quality, long-lasting roof installed by trustworthy professionals. Let McGee Roofing evaluate your current roof and give you a free estimate. Call the crew you can trust to do the job right. McGee Roofing in Clay Center.
100.9 KCLY.
AP Radio News. I'm Tim McGuire. Vice President Joe Biden, his wife Jill, the surviving 8 other Supreme Court justices, a number of other dignitaries, and members of the public are in the pews for Justice Antonin Scalia's funeral mass inside the Basilica of the National Shrine of the Immaculate Conception in Washington. Justice Clarence Thomas will deliver one of the readings at the Mass. The Reverend Paul Scalia, one of the late Justice's 9 children, will lead the Mass and deliver the homily today. 2 of the many South Carolina voters name their choices in the state's GOP primary being held today.
I voted for
Clay Center Tigers, after Peyton Lane getting it done at 138 to move through the next round, now Jake Wynn will take them after the Tigers here at 145.
See if Jake can win 2 in a row.
Kidding.
Wow.
Wynn has a matchup with Tiller, also with Chapman, 6-20. Wynn getting a bye in the first round yesterday and then really wrestled well against Elliott Bueller, but ended up with a loss. Underway here, Jake with an outside single, doesn't get it. Front headlock by Tiller, now back to their feet again.
Jake's got an underhook on the right side. He's elevating, trying to get a little bit of the position and cuts it and breaks away and starts over. Outside single again, not there. Staying heavy-handed, heavy there. He gets the outside single, scoops it, drags it, pushes down, and gets the 2.
So Wynn up 2-0 here in this first period, 25 seconds to work. Down to 20, rides on top here with a 2-0 lead after the takedown.
Working them hands hard. Staying in good control, good position. Getting towards the edge of the mat, 10 seconds left here in the first. Staying heavy on the hips.
Down to 2 seconds, and Jake Wynn will lead 2-0 going to the second period.
Just as he was starting to turn into, he could have got maybe a few cheap points, but ran out of time.
So back to the middle they come, and Chapman's choice, he'll defer, and it'll be Wynn who chooses the down position.
Mitchell Tiller from Chapman will start on Jake's left side. Whistle start. Jake hits an outside switch and gets 2-point reversal, just less than 2 seconds. Hit it hard and fast and hit it good.
Just underway in the second period, 4-0 now. Wynn with the lead.
Like he's digging in a ball and chain here. He's going to try and get that locked up. I think he has the hand, but it's hard to tell from this position.
We'll get an angle from behind here, looking to try to stack him up.
Gets a couple of near fall points out of this. Does he go into a cradle? Got a cradle, he puts the knee in the side. He's in good shape here.
And there's the Tiger pin for Jake Wynn. So Peyton Lane and Jake Wynn both moving through on the consolation backside with early morning wins. We have the 2 losses from Cameron Osborne and Garrett Brim. But Peyton Lane, Jake Wynn through, a Tiger pin for Wynn. And the Tigers have 2 through in this consolation round. Still have 2 more to wrestle at 182. Gabe Ware, that'll be a little ways down from right now, as they're still in the middleweights right now. But 182, Gabe Ware, and at 220, Devin Tipsort for the Clay Center Tigers here on KCLY will return to Smoky Valley when Gabe Ware is ready to go. Good morning once again from Smoky Valley High School. Rocky Downing along with Benny Wallace. Studio engineer is Flip Casper. Gabe Ware is about to take the mat here for the Tigers at 182 pounds. So we'll have that coming here in just a little bit. There's a match before his that is in overtime right now and has just ended. So we'll be ready for the hick from the sticks to head out on the mat here for the Tigers. And such a disappointing, frustrating, controversial finish to his day yesterday for Gabe. And looks like he's got the mind right. We had no doubt he would be, and now wants to make his way back out the backside.
I think the mind right is destroy, eliminate, advance.
I can understand that thought process. He has a matchup against an Abilene wrestler, Bryce Reichman. He pinned him in the duel at Abilene back on February 4th earlier this month. So see if he can get that done again and process make his way through.
We were saying in the break there, this Bryce Reichman from Abilene is like, are you kidding me?
This is my draw on Saturday morning. Where with the early takedown leads 2-0.
Gabe goes right to the left side. He's got an underhook, spiral, trying to get a little bit of wrist control. Nothing there yet. Reichman grabs his head. He pulls it back. Comes to his feet, lifts, goes right to cradle. Horseside cradle. He got it locked up. Looks like he's really working hard. It's hard to see if he's got it. Reichman's working on his hands, you can tell, trying to get him broke, so he must be locked up. Pulling it. Goes around to that side. They're pulling straight back now. Running out of time, though. 15 seconds. Good position here in the inside. Locked up tight. 8 seconds.
Official taking a really close look at it.
Oh, it's really close. It's got to be
2 seconds left.
His shoulders are blocked from our view, so we can't tell. Runs out of time.
But we'll have a good lead coming out of the 1 minute first period, 5-0.
Would he take a minute and to pin him the first?
He did.
Abilene. So
minute 20 something, yeah.
With a minute, he had that 20 seconds. He'd have had it.
He would have. You're right. I think it was a minute 28 when he got the pin in Abilene. So
going to start neutral on their feet. Gabe's working wrist. Abilene does a low shot. He blocks that off, comes back up.
5-0 lead for Gabe Ware here. Minute 44, we're at the second period over Reichman of Abilene. Tigers have Devin Tipsword also in this round at 2:20. That'll be the final wrestler in this round.
Gabe does a little high crotch inside, and it's not there, so he has to come back out. There he taps the head, goes under. A little duck and gets behind. And controls. There we go, too.
7-0 start for Gabe Ware. We're in the second period. He was able to turn him in the first period, just ran out of time. They bars the arm across the back.
Scoop Majan. Scoop the head with the elbow. Keeps that leg. He's got to gather both things. There it is. Gets to the outside, looking really good here. Heavy
time to work. And there's the Tiger pin for Gabe Ware. 58 seconds left in the second period, and he moves on to the consolation quarterfinal. So much as we expected, Gabe Ware comes out and takes care of business here early on Saturday, and that'll end the weekend and season for Reichman of the Cowboys as they shake hands following the match. Gabe Ware's through to the consolation quarterfinals. Still to come this round, 220 pounds, Devin Tipsword will go to the mat. We'll have him on live when he's ready to go.
You started young, you learned, you trained, you stayed focused, and you cultivated a passion for wrestling. It all began by being a part of the Clay County Wrestling Club. Established in 1972, they have been laying the foundation for outstanding athletes. Congratulations on your commitment and success. In one-on-one situations where you are the only one who controls your destiny, continue to rise to the challenge. Good luck at the regionals from your fans at the Clay County Wrestling Club.
Devin Tipsword ready to go for the Tigers here at 220 pounds. He has a matchup against another Chapman wrestler. There's been several of those in this round. He's got Dustin Lister of Chapman, a senior, and they are underway here at 220 pounds in the consolation round. Tipsword really had a good match going against Scholl in his quarterfinal match yesterday, and then just kind of had a slip in the second period, made a mistake, and got caught. The shot in by Tipsword, good single leg. Now lifts. They're right on the edge, though, and they'll bring him back to the middle on the whistle stop.
Good aggressive start by Devin. Go back to center. Tried a little arm drag, wasn't there. Got a underhook left side now. Head to head. Tried to wrist control. Trying to get something going here. Here's a head and arm. He misses it, so he's going to be... He gets out of it, though. Dustin Liston kind of had him bear hugged around from the backside, and Devin did a good job of clearing the wrist and getting out of that. 4 seconds, 3 seconds. The first period is going to end at 0-0 score.
So the score was through the first. Lister of Chapman, the senior for the Irish, and Tipsword, of course, a senior for the Tigers as well, one of two seniors on this year's team.
Devin will start on top. Dustin Lister from Chapman took the down position.
Tigers were open at 220 the first time they met with Chapman in a duel, so they did not meet at that time. Tipsword on top, tried to keep him down to put a half in there. Now Lister to his feet and breaks apart, and he's got the escape and leads Devin by 1.
It's unfortunate. I figured we could maybe ride him a little bit and try to get him flattened out. Dustin came to his feet, Lister from Chapman, and Devin just couldn't get him back to the mat.
There's a good shot in by Tipsword. Got to go to double. Unable to finish it off. They go back into a locked-up position standing. Now we've got to stop as Tipsword's headgear came loose.
Got a really good shot cross face there on that. When he took that shot, Devin did. He Listeners from Chapman cross faced him hard. It looked like it moved his headgear. There's a nice arm drag with an outside single. He's got a lift, elevate, takes him down.
It now leads 2-1. Devin Tipsword with the lead here. Minute 16 to go, second period.
There's Pat note clapping and applauding. He probably worked with him a little bit there on that arm drag and did a nice job of it. Took him to the ground. There he gets him broke down. He gets the Lundy. Pushes down on the head like he's going to stack. Not there.
Lister tried to raise up, and Tipsword keeps him down on the mat with a minute 5 to work and a 2-1 lead for second period.
Really needs to keep him down on the mat. He's getting kind of high on him. There he breaks that arm down again. He's getting flat to the mat, so he does. There he gets it down. Driving hard, putting a lot of pressure on him. Just the far side, the half's not there. Switches back to the left side.
40 seconds, second period. Tipsword leading here, 2-1. And a warning for stalling on Lister Chapman.
Got the half in with the board on.
Now he rolls it to his back. Tipsword's getting back points and maybe more.
Good here. A little high, but he's not too far out. He's got both arms gathered. He's to settle back. That's what he just did, kind of crunched back. Lister did a nice job of keeping from getting pinned and got out of that. Devin goes right back into that half again, though. He's trying to keep the weight on him, keep him to the mat.
5-1, the lead for Tipsword now. 3 seconds. He allows an escape right before the buzzer, but does lead by 3 going to the final period.
Devin's choice, and he's going to choose the neutral position to be on their feet. Good place to be, but can't get thrown to his back here, get anything like that done. So Dustin Lister comes out hard. He knows he's 3 points down. He head bangs him. He's pushing hard. Devin needs to circle back to center.
Tipsword leading 5-2. We're in the third period. He pulls him almost to his back, and now he does have him on his back. Tipsword getting back points, trying to get a pin, and he's got it. A Tiger pin for Devin Tipsword. And he'll advance to the consolation quarterfinals.
Dustin Lister he knew he had to score, and he tried something he shouldn't have, and Devin took advantage of it. Took him right to his back and did a nice job and got a pin out of that.
Tigers move another one through the consolation quarterfinals, so we'll recap the round for you. 2 losses in the round is losses for Cameron Osborne at 132 and Garrett Grimm at 126. And the Tigers got wins for Peyton Lane at 138, Jake Wynn at 145, Gabe Ware at 182 with a pin, and a win by fall just heard for Devin Tipsword at 220. So of the 6 that started this round, 4 still alive, and then we have the 3 that still wait for their regional championship matches later on into the evening. But just after Tipsword to finish out the round.
Very nice.
Tigers get the win and 4 advance. Those 4 moving on to the consolation quarterfinal round again will be Peyton Lane, Jake Wynn, Gabe Ware, and Devin Tipsword. Then you still have Hunter Mullen, Ryan Tiers, and Gavin Ware waiting in those regional championship matches later on in the day. Championship Saturday here from the 4A Regionals. We'll, when they're ready to start the consolation quarterfinals, we'll bring you right back here to Smoky Valley High School. Welcome back once again. Good afternoon from Smoky Valley High School. Peyton Lane taking the mat here at 138 pounds as he gets set to wrestle for a chance to move on to the consolation semifinals. He has Scott Radke out of McPherson, 12 and 20, and freshman for Mac. And so Peyton Lane, a sophomore with the Tigers, wrestled really, really well, 15-0 tech ball in the first match of the day and now trying to make one more step toward a potential trip to state.
2 more matches he needs.
Right. So this is getting to the semifinals of the consolation round. We're underway.
Got an underhook on the left side. Head banging. 2-on-1 rush, and now he switches off. Driving, pulls it, comes in from a little fits. Let's go with that. He does have the 2 takedown.
So a 2-0 start for Peyton Lane here in the opening period. 35 seconds to work, and now he works to right on top.
Kind of had a half in there for a second, barred the forearm. Now he's switching to a ball and chain. It's not there. Staying heavy. There's a chicken wing. At the forearm, he hasn't quite got barred. Now he doubles the chicken wing, but he hasn't got it locked up quite yet. Switches to side.
15 seconds to work, first period. Peyton Lane with a 2-0 lead. Working well on top right now. 8 seconds left. That half in there, trying to slip it in anyway. Working from side to side, 2 seconds.
Being relentless on top, really out. He had a double chicken wing, kind of let go of that, couldn't get it locked, went to a single chicken wing, then went to the half. He was really working hard.
It is decision to Peyton, and he will start in the down position at the beginning of the second period. He's up 2-0. Jake Wynn next for the Tigers, also Gabe Ware and Devin Tipsort of this round.
Wrestled a really good first period. He starts in the down position, comes straight to his feet, tries to get wrist control, gets taken back down. Nice lift by Radke and McPherson. Then Peyton does the reversal. This is kind of an outside switch. So he's leading 4-0 here with 1:40 seconds remaining in the second period.
And rode so well in the first minute period when he hit the takedown, and now with the reversal works from on top.
Going to work again just like he finished the first period, trying to dig that chicken wing in and try to get that forearm barred.
Lane with the lead, 4-0. It's 1:22 left to work in this second period.
Draping his hips heavy, just staying on him hard. Here gets that arm bar and takes the cross, puts it on his back. Got the leg, he's scooping the head now with the elbow.
Pretty meticulous right now about going about his work, trying to turn his opponent over. Radke out of McPherson. Now he lets him get to his feet. Still has the front headlock. He got on the edge, and he's going to give up an escape.
Just got light enough on him that Radke got his hips up, and when he did, he took advantage of it and came right on up.
Now whistled to a stop with 53 seconds to work in this second period, and Peyton Lane with a 4-1 lead. Back to center they come.
Back to center. Peyton's got that front headlock. He milks it down, goes around it, gets the leg. Got his 2-point takedown. Now he's scooping. He's trying to get an inside cradle, but it's not there. He releases the hand over the top of the head. Gets in good position here.
We'll have Jake Wynn getting set to go right now for the Tigers on the opposite mat at 145 pounds. We'll keep you up to date on both of those. Wynn taking on Lara of Abilene, excuse me. And that's the wrestler. Wynn was injured when they wrestled at Abilene, so Cameron Osborne actually won by fall against Lara in Abilene. There's a warning for stalling right now against the McPherson wrestler. Now Peyton Lane going back to work on top. Pretty good position. But he runs out of time in the second period. Still, though, extending his lead now to the 9-1.
9-1. Jake takes his opponent down for a takedown and gets 2 points and takes him right to his back. He's gotten some back points out of it also. Peyton goes back to center, starting the third period, leading 9-1. And they're both neutral. They're on their feet.
Wynn with a 4-0 lead early. He's got 7 seconds to work in that first period, so he's up quick against Lara. 1:44 to work. Radke McPherson, the Peyton Lane opponent, and Lane with a great duck under. And the takedown, he's up 11-1.
Nice duck under. Now he goes to the far side and gets the Lundy. He was almost hooking a leg in, but he didn't get it.
1:28 to work in the match. Lane won by tech ball his last match, 15-0, and now up 11-1. Second match of the day.
Jake Wynn wins the toss and takes the down position on mat 1, still leading 4-0, starting the second period.
Peyton Lane with the 11-1 lead, 1:10 to work in the match.
Jake does an outside switch. It's not quite there, so he has to bail from that. He's coming to his feet now. feeling the hands. Avalon wrestler just shoves him out of bounds. Go back to center.
Jake Wynn with a 4-0 lead, a minute 40 left second period. Under a minute now in the third period for Peyton Lane. He leads 11-1.
Peyton's wrestling Scott Radke from McPherson. He's like a double jointed. His really shoulders. He's been shooting that half a lot. And Radke can just move that shoulder and arm as high as he wants. So
Wynn tried to hit the switch again and has to once more bail out of it to get his base back. He leads 4-0. Now he hits it. Good position on the edge, trying to go to a cradle, it looks like.
Head in the sides, trying to crunch it up. Peyton got warned for stalling, so they stopped it. Went back to center, 30 seconds left. Peyton leading 11-1 in third.
Wynn up 6-0 now. Minute 9 to work in that second period. Peyton Lane is 20 seconds away from another win here on Saturday.
Peyton looking really strong, riding very, very hard. Got the Lundy, knee in the hole. Now he comes out of the hole, moving around, being very active.
Jake Wynn's 51 seconds to go second period. He's up 6-0. And Peyton Lane's going to get it done. 11-1 is your final. Lane is on to the consolation semifinals with an 11-1 win over Radke of McPherson. Jake Wynn still working in his match. He's up 6-0. In great shape near the edge of the circle, still riding it out.
There he's got the leg in. He's trying to get a tilt, like some back points here. Nothing there. Really cranking on him hard. He's got a leg in and trying to put a far half in. It's not there. He has to belly back down again, but he's still on top.
6-0, the lead for Wynn, down to 5 seconds left in the second period. Great control. Peyton Lane just winning a moment ago, 11-1. And now the period comes to a close, and Jake Wynn still with a 6-0 lead. Tigers currently sit fourth as a team with 78.5 points. Get you a look at the team standings overall here in a moment. Wynn back underway here in the third period. He's got a 6-0 lead, and he rides to begin the final period.
Tried to hook a leg and get a half in, and got a little bit high, so he kind of bails on it and cuts him. So now they're on their feet. Jake still leads 6-1.
Jake
nice
Wynn.
Slide by.
Yeah, it's a good move there. Didn't quite catch it. Again, with a big lead here in the third period, down to a minute 25 to work. Wynn up 6-0.
Good job by that Abilene opponent. He barely got away from Jake on that slide by, so they go back, split apart, head to head now, collar tie-in.
Minute 10 to work. There's a good outside single leg. Gets the ankle pick. Jake Wynn in pretty good position.
You said it right, Rocky. Started pretty high on that outside single and just dropped right down to the ankle, and then just lifted the ankle and got the 2-point takedown.
Now on the edge of the mat, you can see Laura trying to get out and Wynn trying to keep him on the mat. It's down to 50 seconds. He's up 8-1 now.
Wynn's got a Lundy, so he's can kind of control him and kind of pull on him and kind of pulling him back towards him to stay on the mat.
38 seconds. Jake Wynn leads it 8-1. Now Laura to his feet, but now they go outside the circle and they'll come back to center with Jake Wynn leading 8-1 here. Peyton Lane is through to the consolation semis. Jake Wynn trying to join him, and the Tigers still have Gabe Ware and Evan Pipsword in this round. And Wynn back underway.
Jake riding hard, staying on the left side. Just about had the Lundy. Didn't get it. Now he's got the little fit. Got to be careful here. Got getting back points, but he's keeping his shoulders far from the edge of the mat.
No mistakes there. Tigers well aware of that situation this weekend.
Doing a good job just holding and looking at the clock and running it out. 3, 2, 1.
And Jake Wynn gets it done. It's an 11-1 win. That's identical scores for he and Peyton Lane. 11-1, both of them, in this consolation quarterfinal round. Wynn is on in the 145-pound weight class. So Peyton Lane and Jake Wynn both winning 11-1 to advance to the consolation semifinals. Still to come in this round at 182, it'll be Gabe Ware, and at 220, Devin Tipsword. Stay with us. We'll bring you back here live when Gabe's ready to go. Back again to the regional championships. Gabe Ware underway at 182 pounds. His opponent is from Goodland, Drew House, 29-17, a senior. Ware pinning his way into this position earlier today.
House pretty tall. He's a nice little high under. Yep. Takes him right to the mat. Good job. Good job behind him. Setting on the left side. Straps. Got a strap going. Blocking that right thigh. Trying to spiral him down.
30 seconds into this 1 minute opening period, and Gabe Ware up 2-0 and going to work. They're trying to cradle him up. Can't get the leg in control. House to his feet. Ware's in behind, will lift and take him back down to the mat for 15 seconds.
Nice lift. Good job. Running right to the mat. House hits an outside switch and Gabe's just following it around. Goes all the way to the out of bounds line.
Haven't whistled it to a stop yet. Now they do with 4 seconds remaining in the opening period.
Back to center. Don't want to give anything cheap up here in the last 4 seconds. Gets to block him and ride him hard here.
Whistle start. 3 seconds, 2 seconds, and House tries to roll through, but the buzzer sounds, and it's a 2-0 Gabe Ware lead going into this second period.
Gabe's going to have choice. We're going to go to the down position.
So Ware's choice, and Gabe chooses down. See if he can get a escape here, or maybe hit a reversal to begin the period. He's almost to his feet. House gets him back down to the mat. Now he is to his feet, trying to peel the hands off. Now he turns and gets a front headlock out of it.
Just kind of a switch on his feet when he's coming around. Now you got a cradle locked up. He's driving hard with that cradle. This is in good position here.
There it is, the Tiger pin. Gabe Ware, a second pin on the day. He's headed to the consolation semifinals, and that is taking care of business quickly, Vinny.
It is. I know you and I were talking, and this bracket is all messed up.
Oh, man.
It's a mess because you got Gabe Ware, who was a number 1 seed coming in. He just wrestled a number 4 seed out of Goodland, and now he's got to wrestle a number 3 seed. So he can virtually knock off a 3 and 4 seed out of this regional, and they're not even going to make it to state.
That is crazy. Gabe Ware, though, taking care of things early on. 2 pins already for Ware. He's headed to the consolation semifinals. His opponent will be Colby's Connor Edmondson, which will be a big matchup in that semifinal. That'll be the round to go to the state tournament.
We've heard the Edmondson name before. It's been around Clay Center, but he's from Colby, and he's a number 3 seed here, and it's going to be a good match.
That'll be Gabe Ware at 182 in the consolation semifinals. Next up for the Tigers, Devin Tipsword goes at 220. We'll take you back to the studios right now, back live when Devin's ready to wrestle. And we do welcome you back to Smoky Valley High School, along with our studio engineer, Bernie Fancella, Benny Wallace, Rocky Downing here at Lindsburg, and Devin Tipsword, the final wrestler for the Tigers this round. It's the perfect 3 for 3. It'd be great to have another one in the consolation semifinals. He has a matchup with Alex Drennan of McPherson, a junior who was 17 and 19. Tipsword, one of the 2 Tiger seniors on this squad, and we are underway at 220 pounds, consolation quarterfinals.
Alex Drennan comes out with heavy hands banging on Devin's head. Devin right now is trying to get some wrist control there. He returns the favor.
Now they
nothing there.
Hand fighting, forehead to forehead. Drennan now locks up again.
Alex Drennan's got a hard left hand collar tie. Devin doesn't really like it. He's trying to get it out of there and get back off and get resituated.
Now pushing against each other, looking for some leverage.
Tried a little slide by, but it wasn't quite there. Pushing with that right arm there.
He shot in by Tipsword.
Alex milking front head. Good hand control by Devin to get out of that.
5 seconds left first period. No score as of yet. Now a bear hug by Tipsword, and that'll end the first period with no score.
Alex Drennan really staying heavy on the head. He's a little bit height advantage over Devin. He's trying to get him under him, and Devin doesn't. Tried a little duck under, it wasn't quite there, and to end the first period 0-0.
So we'll go to the second, and they're back underway. They go neutral to start the second period.
I kind of looked down, so I didn't see who won that toss. I didn't know who wanted to go neutral, but let's start on their feet again. Devin's going to have to do like a duck under or something to stay
Got another slide by.
Yep.
Wasn't there, so 20 seconds into the second period, still no score.
Both just heavy hands on the head, trying to get each other to go down low enough they can start milking, and they haven't been able to do it either one yet.
Brandon tried to trip and couldn't do it. Now trying to put that front headlock to milk him down. Oh, good shot on the knees.
Got to elevate. Got to follow his hip and elevate. He cuts it off instead. Let's go to the arm. Now he's got to get his hip out. Get your hip through. There he does.
Turn.
Oh, he gets up in a great position. Got a half on him. Now he's got his bail. He's going to have to get to behind.
He'll have the takedown, and he's going to get 2 near falls, so Tip Sword's up 4-0.
He didn't get back in behind, so Alex Grinning gave to his feet and got the escape.
51 seconds remaining here in this second period. Tip Sword leading now 4-1.
Good little exchange right there and got the 4 points. That's always nice to have that little bit of a lead going into the third. It's 30 seconds left, though, here in the second period remaining.
And again, Grinning trying to milk him down to the mat and go behind, and Tip Sword blocks the first attempt.
Grinning got what he wanted. He got him under him, so now Alex Devin's really got to work harder to keep him getting taken down here. He's really spread out.
21 seconds remaining second period. Now Grinning trying to work in behind. Tip Sword had the leg but lost it, and now a 2-point takedown, and now he's got a cradle on Tip Sword, but he can't control it. They do give 2 back points.
Unfortunately, I think what happened, Devin almost was doing the splits. His left foot was caught on the mat, I think, and he couldn't get that foot away from him, so it was putting a lot of pressure on it. So being in that position, Alex Grinning from McPherson got that cradle on him and pulled him down to the mat.
So 5-4, Tip Sword now trails by 1 as we go to the final 2 minutes. Tip Sword will be on top. And they're underway in the final period. Tip Sword cuts him, lets him go, and Devin down 6-4. They're back on their feet again. This is where Tip Sword scored before.
We've seen this Alex really work once he's under him, kind of getting him. He's taller than him than Devin is, so he's really been heavy on the head trying to get him under him. And Devin's going to have to get a little duck under going, a little slide by or something to get something going.
Now goes down underneath. They're right on the edge. Again, he's got Grinning as Tip Sword with leverage above. Tip Sword really driving back. Forward.
In the fast position, his head's down on the mat. He's got it all the way to the stalemate. Wow.
Big break for Devin Tip Sword.
Wow, what a ball.
So they come back to center, and this will give Devin a chance to breathe a little bit. You can see Coach Michael Patnote over there.
Huge break.
Oh, a huge break, yeah.
Alex Grinning was actually coming around to score 2, and that good shot. Get around. Got the 2-point.
Tied at 6.
2-point takedown. He's going to have to ride it out, then to the left or turn him. Cut him and take him down. He's got a good call to do it.
So it's 7-6. Tip Sword now down by 1, and he goes back to work here. 51 seconds remaining in the match.
Alex Grinning just keeps pounding on Devin, trying to get him more out, and he's doing a good job of it. Devin's got to stay in here in the last 40 seconds and get another takedown.
Down by 1, Tip Sword, 7-6, 35 seconds. Needs a takedown to regain the lead. Right on the edge, they go outside the circle with 32 seconds now left.
His gear came off, so he's got to readjust that, but Devin's got to get it together here. 32 seconds to get a takedown.
Gets the headgear reattached. Chance to get a couple of breaths in. 31 seconds, now back at it. Down by 1.
Well, you hate to say it, but you want to take down the last few seconds, right? So you don't give up that escape to tie it. So he needed to take down 20 seconds left, and he knows where he's at.
See if he can find a shot. He goes in low.
Got
blocked off.
Alex Grinning got it blocked. He got an arm underneath Devin. So
10 seconds off.
He's got a
with 5. Double leg grab, but he's head underneath, and he's going to lose a 7-6 decision. Terrific effort from Devin Tip Sword for the 1-point loss.
Kind of played into Alex's game a little bit, got underneath him, and Alex just stayed heavy on him the last bit, and that should have been more of a stalemate than before. But what an effort!
Great match for the senior, and it goes out with a 1-point thriller here. to end his high school Tiger career. Great effort from Devin Tipsort. That finishes this round. We were told they would go right into the next round in the consolation semifinals and not have a break at this point, so they're ahead of schedule at this time. We'll continue to update you on how far ahead they'll continue to work. They have noted from the start they would work ahead as long as it abided by the rules they needed for the time off of the wrestlers. Again, the Tigers get 3 through to the consolation semifinals. Peyton Lane at 138, Jake Wynn at 145, and then Gabe Ware at 182, and they still have the 3 waiting to wrestle later on in the championships, in the finals, and that, of course, is at 152, Hunter Mullen, at 170, Ryan Tears, and at 195, Gavin Ware. Next round coming up should start here momentarily, the consolation semifinals, when Peyton Lane is ready to go at 138. We're back here live at Smoky Valley. And a good afternoon. Welcome back again to Smoky Valley High School. Rocky Downing along with Vinny Wallace. Our studio engineer is Bernie Fancilla. It is next up for the Tigers, the consolation semifinals, and this is the round. Vinny, the winner goes to Salina, and the loser sees the season come to a close. It is as exciting as you can get, really, in high school sports because there's so much on the line.
You bet. The round it is right now, and it's going to be tough matches all across the board from here out. You know, you're getting down to the final guys, so it's going to be hard to get through, and we can sure do it. We're wrestling really well today.
3 Tigers in this round, then 3 more in the regional championship round later on in the day. The 3 in this round will be at 138 pounds, Peyton Lane, and he is on deck on one mat, and at 145, Jake Wynn, who is on deck on the other mat. So probably likely have those 2 wrestlers going at about the same time. And then we also have at 182, Gabe Ware wrestling in this round for that trip to the state championships. Thought we'd take a little look at some of the team standings. Colby is leading the way with 166 team points. Goodland in second, 139.5. Abilene in third with 130. McPherson now in fourth at 94 points. Clay Center is in fifth place, 85.5 points. And again, with the 6 wrestlers still alive. And 6 headed to state. 5 to 6 is a pretty decent number coming out of this regional. It's been a tough one already.
Yeah, we kind of do coming down here. We were talking about it, that we could get 6 of these guys through. It'd be probably pretty good because it's just a tough regional.
Also, from the 3-2-1A regional championships, Marysville, Riley County, the top 2 teams. Marysville's got a big lead in that one over Riley County, but nice to see the NCKO and Coach Danny Grader's Falcons doing what they're doing right now.
Got it going on up there, but Marysville's got a really good team, and they're really racking up some team points.
The Tigers, again, Peyton Lane, there's a blood timeout now in the match before his, but he will be on deck. Also, Jake Wynn, 138 and 145. We'll have them both going here before too long. Let's take another timeout. We'll bring you back to Smoky Valley.
You started young, you learned, you trained, you stayed focused, and you cultivated a passion for wrestling. It all began by being a part of the Clay County Wrestling Club. Established in 1972, they have been laying the foundation for outstanding athletes. Congratulations on your commitment and success. In one-on-one situations where you are the only one who controls your destiny, continue to rise to the challenge. Good luck at the regionals from your fans at the Clay County Wrestling Club.
Specials this week at Kears Thriftway in Clay Center, Washington, and Mankato are center-cut boneless pork chops at $1.79 a pound in the family pack. Center-cut pork loins in cryovac are $1.69 a pound, and chicken leg quarters in the 10-pound bag are $3.99 each. In the produce aisle, Best Choice Idaho russet potatoes in the 10-pound bag are $1.99. Halo clementines are $4.99 a bag, and Pink Lady apples are $1.99 a pound. Check the sale flyer for these and more specials at Kears Thriftway.
Hutchison Mayrath, a division of Global Industries, continues to provide the ag producers with a variety of stationary and portable grain, seed, and feed conveying equipment. They've grown through innovation and stay a step ahead of the competition through future developments in their industry. Hutchison Mayrath delivers value-driven engineered products, innovative solutions, and excellence in service to customers here and around the world. They are proud supporters of Clay Center Tiger Wrestlers.
If you're looking for a compact, heavy-duty economy tractor that has a front-end loader, backhoe, and four-wheel drive, LS has your tractor with 5 series to meet your needs, some with hydrostatic transmission. So no matter if you're a hobby farmer, a small acreage farmer, or a commercial user, they have your tractor. And for the granddaddy of them all, the P-Series comes in 72, 88, and 97 horsepower. The P-Series will do it all, and it'll spoil you. See Anderson Equipment of Clay Center for your next tractor, an LS Series tractor.
Once again, back at Smoky Valley High School, the Clay Center Tigers waiting for Jake Wynn to go. He's about a minute 18 left in the match before his will get a chance to go at 145. And then Peyton Lane, they're still in the second period on his mat before he'll get a chance to go at 138 pounds. I might let everybody know the consolation semifinals were scheduled to start at 2 p.m., and we're already up to the 138-pound weight class here at 120. So they are moving ahead now. The finals in this consolation round, I don't know if they'll take a break before the finals. Certainly they'll have a break before the championships tonight because they're going to go down to one mat for the final matches.
But the championship was scheduled at 5:30, and it may kick off at 4:30.
Right. So if you're making plans, I guess is why we're bringing this up. If you had made plans by a scheduled time, they are wrestling ahead of schedule when possible. And certainly they'll do that for the finals, too. They won't hold that till that time, so you might keep those thoughts in mind. Tigers right now have 3 in this consolation semifinal, and Peyton's match has now gone to another blood timeout, so he's having to pace on the side before that one finishes up. Jake Wynn, though, should get a chance to go here very shortly. They're down to 19 seconds. Let's take a 30-second break. We'll have Jake Wynn, I think, going at 145 next.
What happened?
This house is too small.
So let's buy a new house.
But we can't afford a new house. Money doesn't grow on trees.
That's why we'll go to United Bank and Trust. I heard they have low mortgage rates that are affordable for everyone.
Well, then let's go right now.
Stop and see me, Maria Fitzmeyer,
or me, Carla Sweet, at United Bank and Trust to talk about getting your new home loan process started.
Or visit us online at ubankonline.com. United Bank and Trust, banking for your way of life.
Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Again, Jake Wynn will be taking the mat here for the Tigers at 145 pounds. He comes off of a 11-1 win. He and Peyton Lane both winning 11-1 in the quarters. And so his opponent for Jake Wynn at 145 will be Conrad Viner out of Hayes, who is 29-12 and is a junior for the Hayes Indians. Wynn is checked in, and opponent Viner come in there as well.
Number 1 seed coming in the tournament. Getting beat off, he's going to have his hands full, that's for sure, but we know Jake is capable of it.
Peyton Lane about a minute 10 in the match before his to go. We're underway. Jake Wynn at 145 pounds. Jake wrestled really well in that 11-1 win earlier.
Viner trying to control wrist and hang on to Jake's wrist and finally gets them broke loose, and they're really heavy hands and head-to-head fighting right now.
Right near the edge of the ring they wrestle.
Nice outside single by Jake, but then Viner counters and comes up to his feet, and they are almost out of bounds.
If Jake could get out of it. He's trying to. Viner's trying to keep him on the mat. And now down to the taken down, and actually some back points being awarded against Wynn.
Viner had a little fist on, and if Jake could have got one more step forward, they would have been out of bounds. Instead, he takes him to his back. Got a cradle in tight on him.
And there's a pin for Viner of Hayes, and he will advance state championships. Jake Wynn knew this was going to be a terrific test. He got a good shot in there, Benny, but couldn't finish it, and then Viner really took advantage of that opportunity.
Not the match that Jake Wynn wanted to wrestle, that's for sure. Just got caught early and got into a bad position and couldn't get out of it. Viner stuck that cradle in tight on him and got the fall.
So that will end the weekend and the season for Jake Wynn. What a great run, though, getting into the consolation semifinals, one match away from that state tournament. Up next, Peyton Lane, about 30 seconds away, unless that match ends up getting tied, which there's still 2-point match that's waiting his match to open up. But Peyton Lane at 138, we'll have him coming up next.
Spring is just around the corner. Have you started considering your options for the 2016 growing season? If not, now is the perfect time to contact your local Central Valley Ag field sales agronomist. CVA focuses on helping you select the best inputs and services to benefit your operation. Contact your nearest Central Valley Ag for more information. Central Valley Ag, growing agriculture together.
Central Valley Ag, where the customer comes first.
We do welcome you back once again as Peyton Lane will get a chance to head to the mat here at 138 pounds. At 145, we just heard Jake Quinn get a loss by fall to the number one seed in this regional championship at 145, Conrad Viner out of Hayes. Peyton Lane now will take the mat. He has Caleb Sayre of Smoky Valley, so one of the host Viking wrestlers will take on the Tigers' Peyton Lane here. Sayre is 13-8 and is a senior. Lane, of course, a sophomore. He won 11-1 in his last matchup.
That's too bad for Jake. You know, it's coming hit a number one seed that kind of got knocked off, and too bad that ends the season that way, just one match away from getting into the state tournament.
And it wrestled so well coming back from the injury. Had to sit out for about a week or week and a half. Came back strong. We're underway with Peyton Lane now against Sayre Smoky Valley. Sayre pulled a bit of an upset early yesterday and got himself into the winners. Now it's near throw by Lane.
It's one of those hookups. They both have the exact same thing, and Peyton came out on top and got the 2-point takedown and then cuts him. Caleb Sayre almost had the takedown. Peyton reversed it and reversed the rolls and got the 2 points.
Peyton Lane at 138, up 2-1. 30 seconds left in that 1 minute first period. Almost got in behind for a takedown, and they both rotate, spin outside the circle, and there is no control. Peyton, did he knock his head on the scores table?
He might have.
Like he got up kind of holding the back of his head a little bit. Says he's okay. The official gave him a chance to make sure.
Adjust his neck a little bit.
Yeah.
So what does Caleb Sayre do? Slaps the crowd.
Of course, yeah. Attack the weak spot, right?
Yeah.
15 seconds left in the first. Peyton Lane leads it 2-1.
Nice little slide by, not quite there though. Couldn't get in behind him, so didn't get anything out of that. 4 seconds left.
First period's going to close with Peyton Lane leading 2-1. A match to go to the state championships next weekend in this round.
Peyton is hurting a little bit. He just kind of put his hand on his left ear and just kind of
like he's not real steady or something. About ready to work. He's in the down position to start the second period.
So the chair starts on the left side. Supposed to start. Peyton comes right to his feet. Heels. Chair takes him back down to the mat. Peyton work to get to his feet again. They're all on the edge. Kind of shakes, come back to the mat. Almost got an escape, but they go out of bounds.
So they'll come back to center with Peyton Lane still leading 2-1. And again, working from underneath here in this second period.
He pulls that knee pads up, goes back to center, gets in the down position. Caleb Sayre from Smoky Valley crawls on top.
And he's going to be cautioned for the starts. Sayre of Smoky Valley.
Mm-hmm.
Peyton Lane's been a point-scoring machine in the first two matches. 15-0 tech ball and 11-1 in his last match. Leads 2-1 here.
This will start. Looks like a false start again, but Peyton gets the better of it. Comes out, gets the escape. Thought he was going to get two reversal, but Caleb Sayre just barely squeezes away and gets away.
3-1. Peyton Lane the lead now in the second period. A minute 30 to work. Right on the edge. And a little arm drag by Sayre right on the edge of the circle. Didn't get a chance to try to complete the move. They were whistled to the stop.
One of Peyton's favorite moves right there. Just kind of went out of bounds, thank goodness, or he'd get scored on there. So 3-1 lead here by Peyton Lane. Minutes, 15 seconds left in the second period. Be nice to set up a nice takedown here and go into the third leading 5-1. But right now, currently 3-1. There's a 2-on-1 rushing by Peyton.
Now they're back away. A minute left in the second period.
Caleb Sayre just really heavy hands on Peyton. They're forehead to forehead right now. Doing a lot of hand fighting. They both like arm drags, slide by, shuck. So they're really trying to just get in that right position.
leaning heavy on each other. Lane again with a 3-1 lead.
Shucked by Peyton, but it's not there. He doesn't have it, so then they go do a little scramble and get out of bounds. 34 seconds left. Peyton still leads 3-1 in the second period.
Back to center they come, and they're back underway. Peyton Lane a 3-1 lead. Again, there's some infighting right now.
Well, earlier you just looked like almost patty caking. You know, they're just really, really fighting each other's in their hand. They really want positioning for that. Now Peyton's got 2-on-1. But Caleb just grabs his other hand and pulls it back. Peyton's trying to set up something. 9 seconds left. Can't get any angles that he wants. There's a little duck. It's not there.
2 seconds in the second period. A little shuck there at the end, even by Lane. And as the whistle blows, he was still working to get him taken down. But he leads 3-1 going to the final period.
He'll start on top here. And he's just going to go ahead and let him up. He's going to give him the one escape. So it's 2-3. Peyton's ahead, leading, starting the third period.
3-2. Lane the 1-point lead. Back to neutral, and again back to forehead with a lot of leaning on each other.
Caleb Sayre just banged Peyton's head, so the thing went down and had to come back up and get away from him.
138-pound weight class. The winner goes to Salina next weekend for the state championships. 3-2 match in the third.
Caleb Sayre's getting a little more aggressive now. You can tell he's got a little more urgency. Tries a little throw. Peyton reverses it, stops him, takes him down, puts him right to his back. So he's going to get a couple back points here also.
Peyton Lane countered really nicely. Now he puts him back to his back again.
Teeing out in good position here. He's got to hold on to the arm. Now he's got to bail and get back to the back.
So the 3 near falls, and they get a stop. Blood time. So Peyton Lane goes up 8-2, and they do have a blood timeout. But
Caleb Sayre was trying to throw. He's got a little panicky. I thought, if I was coaching him too early to try to throw that of that sort. And Peyton did a good job. Really sagged on him, dropped him down, and took him right to his back.
So there's a blood timeout right now. Let's go ahead and take a 30-second break. We'll come back. Peyton Lane leading here in the third period.
You need your tires to perform several duties for safe, everyday driving. From grip, control, longevity, and fuel economy, Hanson Ford features an excellent line of tires. Choose from Goodyear, Hankook, Pirelli, General, and more. Buy 4 select tires and get up to an $80 rebate by mail. Trust Hanson Ford to provide you with a top-of-the-line tire selection. Their tires deliver every performance feature, so you never have to settle for less. See Hanson Ford in Clay Center for tires and rebates.
So Sayre had the bloody nose. They've cleaned that up. Minute 13 left. It is Peyton Lane with an 8-3 lead, and before they got started, he just let Sayre up and gave him the escape. He has a 5-point lead here, a minute 4 to work.
Watching Peyton just on that blood time, he goes over to the coaches and kind of draped his arms over their shoulders. And he might have hit that table a little harder than what we thought.
Back at it now on the mat, but yeah, it just didn't look right.
A lot of hand fighting again there. He tries a little 2-on-1 rushing. It's a good place to be. Going to burn a little bit of time.
Now we've got
either got poked and
the bloody nose of Sayre. His plug came out, so they'll work on him once again. Tigers do still have at 182 pounds Gabe Ware in this round wrestling to go on to the state championships. Jake Wynn taking a loss just moments ago against the number 1 seed, Minor of Hayes. And now we have Peyton Lane trying to get to the state championships. He's 43 seconds away with a 5-point lead right now in the third period. Still a long way to go, but in great position. Gabe Ware at 182. Winners here then wrestle for third and fourth, but they'll know they're headed to state with a win in this round. And then, of course, we have the 3 already guaranteed to move on to Salina next weekend. With Hunter Mullen at 152, wrestling for a regional title later. And then at 170, Ryan Tears, and at 195, Gavin Ware. Might mention mentioned the Marysville Bulldogs earlier. Did get another update. They're going to the consolation semis. This was a few minutes ago, but they have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 wrestlers in the consolation semifinals. And then in the finals later, they have Crownover and Dieters and Mintzmeyer that'll all be wrestling. Their only wrestler that's not in is their heavyweight, so they're having a great weekend in Beloit.
They're going to pack on some points.
Yeah.
4 points.
38 seconds to work, back underway. Peyton Lane with the lead, 8-5. A lot of headbutt going on right now as they're squared up in the center. Thayer comes back in at him again.
Being very, very aggressive, tries to underhook and gets a warning. Peyton does for stalling. Thayer runs back to center.
26 seconds. He is a senior. Now we've got blood again, it looks like, and this time on Peyton.
I wouldn't doubt it the way Thayer came at him. I mean, he was really pulling the head, and probably ended up smacking each other a little bit. But Caleb Thayer has, you can tell, a sense of urgency right now. Peyton needs to get a 2-on-1 rushing or something to tie them hands up.
He has a 5-point lead down to 25 seconds.
Thayer goes to an overhook and tries to milk Peyton down. Peyton says a little fireman, but it's not there.
18 seconds left. Thayer trying to, with that front headlock, still work. Now he steps across, and Peyton Lane catches him on the side. They'll roll out of bounds. It'll be a 2-point takedown for Peyton. He's up 10-3. As you said, Thayer just knows he has to try to score.
Yeah, and he's trying hard. Peyton he had a good run, good throw, and Peyton countered very well to get that 2-point takedown.
Now gives up an escape. 2 seconds, 1 second, and Peyton Lane's headed to state. He wins here in the consolation semifinals, a 10-4 final for Peyton Lane, and he'll be headed to the consolation finals round, and most importantly to Salina next weekend. Great match and a great day thus far for Peyton Lane.
Yeah, he's wrestling really well today.
Peyton with the win at 138. Next up for the Tigers, it'll be a little ways down in this round, but at 182, we'll have Gabe Ware when he's ready to go. And a good afternoon. Welcome back again to Smoky Valley High School. Gabe Ware, the final wrestler in this round, the consolation semis, the match that continued to the state championships. And Gabe Ware underway against Connor Edmondson out of Colby. Both seniors on the mat right now, and they're underway. There's a duck under shot in by Ware, couldn't get to it. And now they break apart after Edmondson tried to get a front headlock. That also wouldn't stick.
Both wrestlers being pretty aggressive here. Early going, Gabe had a kind of a half shot, really not as deep as he really would like, and had to come out and go back to their feet.
Locked up for a moment. Now they split apart.
You got a pretty deep duck there, and he lifts and elevates, gets the 2-point takedown.
So Gabe Ware's on top, 2-0 to start here.
There he got deep penetration, did a good job in lifting, and took him to the mat. Hard to score in this first 1 minute period. You got to really work hard and work fast. He's really keeping him heavy down on him on the mat, bearing him into it to burn out this first period.
Gabe Ware leading as the first period comes to a close, 2-0. Coin toss is to his opponent, and he will defer. He takes down. So it'll be Gabe Ware in the down position to begin. Whistle start underway.
Comes to his feet, trying to peel. And
here's the edge.
Take him on out and pushes him out of bounds. Gabe needs to get away from Edmondson, from Colby. Colby's are usually good riders, and they can really hook them legs in and start causing some havoc. So Gabe needs to get to his feet. He does it again. Now he's peeling, and he gets away.
So the escape and a 3-0 lead now for Ware.
Edmondson heavy hands, really hard on the neck of Gabe. Gabe's trying to keep inside tie there. They break. Head-to-head contact. Working them wrists, working inside, trying to get that. Gabe wants to get that inside high crotch, and it's not there again. Edmonds blocks it with his elbow.
Minute 21 to work, 3-0. Gabe Ware leading. This for the trip to state next weekend with a win here.
Gabe's going to have to post that elbow. Instead, he slides as a slide by. Nice, gets 2 points.
Now Gabe Ware leads 5-0 with 1:07 to work.
Good mix-up. He tried that high crotch a couple of different times. Finally, he just posted and then did a slide by and got the takedown to lead 5-0.
Now works on top, riding here with that 5-0 lead.
Nice tilt. Edmondson tried to do a little sit through, and Gabe did a good job just going with him and tilted him to get 2 cheap back points.
So now 7-0 will be the score.
Still has the same, so he hasn't given him the back. Now he tilts him up. He's going to pin him here, maybe.
Gabe Ware working on a pin.
He's so strong. He's just holding him there.
And he's got it. Tiger pin for Gabe Ware. He's headed to the state championships.
But he's hurt.
It comes out of that.
Holding his right side like a rib or something, maybe.
I mean, he's in some pain right now, but a Tiger pin for Gabe Ware. They are going to bring the staff on hand, EMT, just to give a look. Congratulated by Edmondson, who takes the loss. Gabe Ware is going to the state championships, but again,
holding his right side like a rib or something of that nature, but hopefully it's nothing. Hopefully it's something he ate.
Well, that would be a good thing, yeah. We'll take a timeout. We'll bring you back and set the table for what's still to come today. The Tigers do get Peyton Lane through at 138 pounds. Gabe Ware moving through here at 182 for the Tigers. They are both headed to state, so 5 guaranteed a trip to the state championships. Those 5 still alive. 2 in the consolation finals, Peyton Lane and Gabe Ware. Then we have the 3 in the finals later on. Let's go ahead and take a timeout here. We'll be back in a moment.
No time to cook tonight? The deli department at Ray's Apple Market is prepared to package up a complete dinner for you and your family. Choose from Chester chicken, hickory pitch ribs, and their signature rock house salads. The variety of freshly made food items are guaranteed to make your mouth water any day of the week. You'll also find their bakery goods hard to pass up. Rolls, cakes, pies, and cookies top off a deli meal perfectly and put a smile on your face. Ray's Apple Market.
This is 100.9 FM, KCLY Clay Center.
It's always great to get support from family and friends at academic and sporting events. The Clay Center community shows our kids plenty of Tiger pride. And the Ryan and Mullen Law Office takes this opportunity to let the wrestlers know how proud they are of you. You lead a busy life, keep your grades up, pour your heart into every practice, and make sacrifices to ensure you're the best that you can be. Keep working, stay focused, and you will accomplish your goals. Tiger wrestlers, your fans are behind you all the way.
Do you believe professionalism should be rewarded? When you find a contractor who shows up early, works long days, gets the job done on time with expertise, cleans up so well you can't tell they've been there except for the fact their work is finished and looking great, you know that's the only contractor you'll ever want to hire. These are words that an actual customer has used to describe McGee Roofing. The customer has used McGee Roofing twice and will again. Reward professionalism, hire McGee Roofing. If you're looking for a compact, heavy-duty economy tractor that has a front-end loader, backhoe, and four-wheel drive, LS has your tractor with 5 series to meet your needs, some with hydrostatic transmission. So no matter if you're a hobby farmer, a small acreage farmer, or a commercial user, they have your tractor. And for the granddaddy of them all, the P-Series comes in 72, 88, and 97 horsepower. The P-Series will do it all, and it'll spoil you. See Anderson Equipment of Clay Center for your next tractor, an LS Series tractor.
So Gabe Ware tried to get up a moment ago. Now he's up on his feet in a lot of pain, obviously. He is able to walk off under his own power, really not wanting to move the right side of his body right now. So see his Tiger teammates up waiting for him to make sure he's doing all right. It's still kind of obviously sore, but he certainly seems to be moving much better than I expected because they tended him for a long time on the mat.
Well, you know, he held him there for quite a while. It was like maybe he was already hurt, but he held him there, and as soon as he got the pin, he just fell back.
Right back on his back, yeah. So, and then held that right side up around the midsection or maybe up toward his chest. And so anyway, he is able to walk off, and he knows he's headed to the state championships. We'll have to wait and find out if he's able to wrestle next round in the consolation finals. That's what's due up next. The Tigers will have, again, 2 in that round coming your way. Peyton Lane at 138. And then at 182, Gabe Ware. And then the 3 finalists later tonight, still waiting to get their chance on the mat here on Championship Saturday. Hunter Bolin, Ryan Cheers, and Gavin Ware. Stay with us when they're ready to get the consolation finals going. We'll bring you back here with Peyton Lane and Gabe Ware live on KCLY. Good afternoon once again. The consolation finals round has gotten underway. The Clay Center Tigers at 138 will be the first Tiger wrestler in this round, one of 2 Tigers that are scheduled to compete. Now, as we left you the last time on the air, Gabe Ware had won by pin to get to state. He was going to be in this consolation finals round. He had a rib injury is why he was being tended to on the mat. We said he was in a great deal of pain. We could see that from up here. So it's a rib injury Whether he will wrestle in this round, we do not know yet. They're still trying to weigh that out, I guess, right now. So he's being looked at and kind of...
From everything I've heard, he wants to wrestle, but they're going to assess it and see if it's worth taking a chance for next week. Yeah.
Right. Peyton Lane is on the mat and ready to go right now for the Tigers. This for third and fourth place here at regionals. Peyton knows he's headed to the state championships. This is for seeding purposes, obviously for next weekend, important for the Tigers. Little duck under in there by Peyton Lane, and now it gets turned on him. He's still got the leg in control, though. He just wrestled so well today.
He's trying to elevate and come out that backside, but Dakota Whitley grabs his ankles, which stops him. So he's now just in a heck of a scramble right now on the mat.
Dakota Whitley from Abilene is the guy that beat Peyton yesterday in the quarters, 19-12. They had a real high-scoring affair earlier in Abilene as well as the duel that Peyton lost. So he would love to get one back from the Abilene Cowboy. Freshman for the Cowboys. As a 2-0 lead on Peyton, he gets a reversal, and he's got it tied at 2 minutes. Yeah.
They're right out. 10 seconds remaining here in the first. Trying to get wrist control. Got a half in. Guards the far leg. Wiley tries to slide out and kick out. Ends the first period.
2-2 tie.
Good reversal by Peyton there. Get this thing back to 2s.
We know Gabe was injured, and they're assessing him. Remember the last time Peyton was on the mat, he was a little bit like his back of his head or his neck was, it just didn't seem like he was right. And so good to see that he's back out here wrestling and good to go.
Comes to his feet, trying to come up. He's on bottom. He's trying to get away. Whiteley does a good job of blocking and getting back to the mat. So Peyton now trying to get base and get back up to his feet.
A 2-2 tie in the second period for third place here at the regional championships. A minute 39 to work second period. Peyton from underneath on Whiteley right now, tied at 2. Headgear's down around his eyes. He adjusts that.
Whiteley goes for a half. Just draping over him is all he's doing right now. And trying to keep wrist control.
Near the edge, Peyton to his feet.
Whiteley hooks a leg, drives him forward.
Lane tried to reach back and still in bounds, but barely. They near the edge. A minute 9 to go in the second period, tied at 2.
A lot of the same style from these two wrestlers. They really are wiry, and they have to be careful because it looks like they're going to be way out of position. Next thing you know, they've scrambled around. So now they go out of bounds. So still 2-2, minute 5 left in the second. We'll go back to center, Peyton on the bottom.
So whistle start to get it going here with a minute 5 to go, second period. Peyton gets to his feet now.
Wiley heel trips him back, gets him back to the mat, got a half in. He's just staying with that knee in the hole, though. He hasn't really came out of that position all match. Peyton reaches back, underhooks the leg. He's trying to lift it above him.
44 to work, second period. Whiteley is not giving him any space to work. Right on the edge again they work now, and Peyton Lane still from underneath. Out to the side, he's getting his hips free almost, but leg's still locked in there.
There, Peyton's got him lifted and elevated. Peyton can stay in bounds and get his head through. Wiley gets his hip around. Peyton cuts it off. Going to be close here.
17 seconds.
Gets his arm through. He's going to have at least an escape. There's 2.
There's the reversal and a 4-2 lead for Peyton Lane.
Nice reversal right on the edge of the mat. Good thing he stayed in.
A lot of work to keep in bounds on that play.
Yep.
Big move by Peyton Lane. He has the lead now at 4-2 with 12 seconds left, wrestling for third place here at regional.
Really important to keep this, ride this out for 12 seconds. Going to have to really block him. He gets him blocked. He's tight waisting, puts his shoulder in. Wiley, though, reaches back, underhooks the leg. Trying to kick through. He kicked out.
Gets a reversal. He started to get back points, but he ran out of time.
He gets only the 2, just the reversal.
Tied at 4. The official saying no, he didn't have him in position, and the time ran out before he could have gotten him there.
Millisecond. They were getting a 2 count, getting that second 2 more points. So
then Peyton's going to cut him to start and not even go try to ride to begin this final period. Down by 1 now, 5-4. So he gives the escape to Whiteley, and they'll get back on their feet and wrestle here, nose to nose. Shot in by Whiteley, blocked by Lane. A minute 48 to work here in the match. 5-4. Lane trails by 1.
Hard to give up that 2 points the last 13 seconds of that last period, but he's got to come out of that thinking, okay, now I need a takedown right now. Whiteley just grabs the wrist, and he's just going to burn some time. Peyton's trying to get something built up. He needs one good takedown here, and they end up needing 2 because he's not going to stay on the mat with him very long. He's going to have to probably cut him if he does take him down.
That's to the edge and almost in a throw position, but they ran outside the circle. Now they bring them both back to center. A minute 20 to work here in the match. Peyton Lane down 5-4. Arm drag by Whiteley.
And he's almost got him. Oh, he gives him the 2. I don't know how, but he does. Peyton's facing him. He's turned and faced him.
So he's trailing 7-4 now. 1 minute left in the match. There's the escape as Peyton was taking a shot at 7-5, and Coach Bigorsh wants to
know why there was 2 points there, because it was really, really questionable call, I would call it.
So he'll talk with the official, explain his point of view. Lane will trail 7-5, and they are going to talk with the other official.
At least he's making a good point out of it, and he's going to say, this is what I seen, this was like this, and
they're going to stay with their call. 7-5. Coach Bigorsh didn't like it.
Got work to do. 56 seconds down 7-5. So he's going to have to get going because he's not going to be able to ride him right. So he's going to have to take him down twice in the last minute here, and it's going to be a tough task.
7-5.
Whiteley just grabs wrist. That's all he's doing is holding Peyton's wrist, both of them.
Now a shot in by Whiteley on the outside single leg. They circle outside the ring, and they'll bring it back to center. Clock stops at 34 seconds now. Coach Brownell working the mat too, and he's saying, you got to get after it. 30 seconds. Peyton Lane knows he's going to state. He's working for third place here at regionals against Dakota Whiteley of Abilene. 21 seconds. Lane trying to get a shot in there. Down by 2.
Tried to set up a slide by, wasn't there. Whiteley just got a hold of both of Peyton's wrists. If Peyton does a duck under without any hands because he had to.
And he gets a takedown. It almost has him to his back.
Oh, and he doesn't quite get there.
And Whiteley
up, does a throw. Peyton reverses it. Doesn't get any back points.
7 tie. They're looking for back points. They don't get them.
He tied it up.
Overtime. Peyton Lane got it tied. He almost got it won.
He knows now the takedown's going to win, and that's what he needs to do.
Overtime for Peyton Lane.
Good scramble. He literally did that duck under with no hands. He just threw his arms out because Whiteley's doing it again. He's got hold of both of Peyton's wrists, and Peyton needs to roll them wrists off and get his hands back.
Now they break apart. 40 seconds. Shot by Whiteley.
Peyton tries to arm drag through and come around. Whiteley gets a leg, elevates it. He gets the 2.
And there's a takedown in overtime. It'll be a loss for Peyton Lane. Tremendous effort. Almost got it done in regulation. 9-7 final. Peyton Lane with the loss. A 4th place here at regionals, but headed to state next weekend in Salina. When Gabe Ware's ready to go, and if we get a chance to see whether he wrestles or not after the injury, we'll have that at 182 pounds. Let's take you back to the studio. We'll return again to Smoky Valley when Gabe Ware is ready to go. Well, they are into the heavyweights in the consolation finals. Again, the Tigers have a 4th place Peyton Lane, a 3rd place. It's just a remarkable win by Gabe Ware. That's one you'll tell stories about in years to come, I think.
What a gutty performance by that young man. I mean, that took a lot of effort. He was in a lot of pain throughout that whole match.
And just kept coming and eventually got the pin over Simonson of Wamego. And then we have the 3 Tiger wrestlers coming in the finals. The biggest thing now will be to find out how long of a break and when they plan to start that finals round. But we do have Hunter Mullen at 152, at 170 Ryan Tears, and then at 195 Gavin Ware. 4th place for Peyton Lane. 3rd place for Gabe Ware. 3 more to wrestle for the Tigers. We'll keep you posted on when that will be as far as the timing, and we'll certainly have those live for you. We'll also be joining the Wildcat Network at 4 with K-State KU pregame from the Learfield Network. That is pregame at 4. They tip off just after 5 o'clock. But when the Tigers are on the mat wrestling, we'll bring you live with that coverage here from Smoky Valley. We'll take you right now back to the studio. And good afternoon. Welcome back to Smoky Valley High School. The finals matches are just about to start. They're going to introduce all of the finals competitors, including the Clay Center Tigers. Of course, Hunter Mullen at 152, Ryan Sears at 170, Gavin Ware at 195. So they'll be a part of the big little pomp and circumstance. Down to one mat, the crowd's all focused in on the finals matches, and the Tigers with 3 wrestling. They'll have the national anthem, and then they'll get going at 106 pounds. They are down to one mat, so we'll just kind of keep you posted on when Hunters get close and when Ryan and then with Gavin as well.
7 matches in, so it'll take a little bit of time, but and these matches generally go all the way to the final buzzer.
Not many pins typically in this round.
Yeah, it can happen, but we're down to the elite top 2 here, so it's going to be a lot of fun, full gym almost, and good atmosphere.
And they are introducing the finalists right now. Then they'll have the anthem, and then they'll start at 106 pounds, of course. Now, here on KCLY, it is a pregame coming up for K-State Wildcat basketball. They're taking on KU, the Flower Showdown. Most probably aware of that. We'll have pregame at 4. They tip off sometime after 5 o'clock. But anytime we have one of those 3 Tigers ready to wrestle, we're going to leave that game and bring you here and bring you the Tiger matches live on the air, all 3 of those. Hunter Mullen at 152, 170 Ryan Sears, and Gavin Ware at 182. 3 of the 5 Tigers that are headed to the state championships next weekend. Peyton Lane taking a 4th-place finish already. Gabe Ware with a 3rd-place finish. The Tiger finals will have them live when they're ready to go here from Smoky Valley. Well, good evening once again. We bring you back to Smoky Valley High School, a chance to catch up with Coach Brandon Figorsh on what is always a busy, hectic day, and you throw in some injury and other things, and it's good that you had a chance to maybe catch your breath before this finals round, Coach.
Absolutely. The tournament's gone well. I think overall it's ran well. I mean, everything's gone smooth in terms of, everything they faced. So, we got some really good help for that injury for our wrestler earlier. They had a chiropractor here on site come check him out, fix him up. So that was very helpful. So, kudos to everyone involved with running this thing and helping our guys out. And helped them out later on in that match. So that was awesome.
Without a doubt. We'll get to Gabe here in just a minute. Let's talk about kind of your weekend for your guys. You bring 9. You have 5 advancing. You had all 9 alive today. 6 that got a chance to go into the second round today in the consolation of backside. Kind of gauge kind of where your guys are at right now and how you feel about the weekend.
Obviously, I have mixed feelings. At this point of the year, you want to see every kid have success and make it to the next stage. And I think it's kind of the way we lost some of the matches that is the biggest disappointment. I can count throughout the weekend of being ahead in 4 or 5 matches there and just making a little mistake and paying dearly for it and, getting pinned, which that is very misfortunate, and it leaves you a little upset, and it leaves the kid just brokenhearted. I mean, losing anyway at this stage of the game leaves him brokenhearted, but as a coach, it's really tough. When you're in control of a match and things just get away from you. And so that's been a tough end. But overall, the kids just have battled really hard. They fought hard. They worked hard this season, from top to bottom. Garrett Brim came out and wrestled good for us. Cameron Osborne, scored some points for our team this weekend. And, he was in one of those heartbreakers that I just was talking about. Going on down the line, Peyton Lane battled in a really tough weight class that we knew coming in was going to be hard to qualify for, which will help him next weekend in his matchups. But he battled tough this weekend. We got to figure out a way to beat that Abilene guy, and we'll get him maybe. If we match up with him next weekend, it'll count a little more. So hopefully we'll get him then. And Jake Wynn wrestled tough, and yesterday kind of had one of those heartbreakers where he was in control of the match and. Came out today and battled tough. Unfortunately, he paired with the number 1 seed to, in the blood round there to go. But Jake, rebounded this season out of being out of last season. So I'm very proud of him and just the effort that he brings every day. And he's got a lot of potential, and next year should be a big year for him.
Devin Tipsor, let's talk about your senior. He put together some great matches this weekend. It almost got it done in that last one.
Yeah, he did. Devin came out and was a warrior this weekend, and a lot of those guys had beat him a lot worse earlier in the year. So him coming out and getting some wins for us and and also just being right there in a lot of those matches. He had a couple of the heartbreakers as well. Kudos to him, and it was a good effort on his part. We really appreciate, him coming out and fighting for the team to fill in that spot this year for us.
You mentioned Peyton Lane, such a tough weight class. He does qualify, though, and so great opportunity waiting ahead for him next weekend. So close there in that last one, as you said, against Whiteley of Abilene. Went to overtime this time. Let's talk about Gabe Ware before we talk about the finalists. I just said that's something we'll talk about for years to come. To get injured in the manner that he did, it's such a painful injury, and then to want to wrestle and to go ahead and do it and not just get out there and get through it to pin his opponent, that's amazing.
Yeah, it's a true testament to, what Gabe's all about. He's about being hard-nosed and coming out here and getting after it. And, I left that match up to him. I think he knows me as a coach would encourage him to wrestle that, but I left it up to him, and he just went out and got it done, and that was awesome. I can't really tell you on the air what I told him after the match, but I was very, very impressed, very, very proud of him, and that's something, like you just said, that I can relay my message to my kids for years to come, and these guys here can relay that message to their kids if they ever coach them. So definitely a true testament of heart and guts there. So it was
amazing win for the third-place finish. Let's talk about your finalists coming up tonight. Hunter Mullins got a matchup with Abilene's Horner. It was fairly close at Abilene, 7-4 he won.
Yeah, we've beat him twice this year, so it's be the third time. And usually, as the tale goes, it's harder to beat a guy every time. So hopefully, I think Hunter's got a good game plan, and he's highly motivated and determined. So I'm hoping he'll come up out and win tonight. Sure.
Ryan Tears at 170. He's got Bryce Arnberger, a wrestler that he's also gone up against, went to overtime in Beloit, right?
Yeah. So that'll be a tough matchup. Bryce is number 1 ranked kid in the state. We did lose a close one to him earlier, and we were right there. Ryan's very determined. He's just ready to go. I've never had him kind of have that attitude that he's kind of got a chip on his shoulder this weekend. Came off the match, and it's a semis match, and he wants this one. So I'm looking forward to that one as well.
And then Gavin Ware at 195. He has a matchup with Stoneberger, Jake Stoneberger of Chapman. Lost to him by 1, opening duel of the year. Long time ago, it seems like now.
Oh, yeah. Tough matchup beginning of the season. Lost a close match. The kid had a lot of injury time after the match. So hopefully at the end of the year, the rest won't let that slide a little bit of extra rest he got in that match. But I think Gavin's determined as well and has been wrestling just solid. Has just been on a roll lately. So hopefully I think he wants it, and he'll go out there and get it.
Well, it's been a fun weekend for us, I know, already, and 3 more to go. Let's see what we can do with maybe some regional champions going into next weekend.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm looking forward to it. It's something that we've been left a void from the last couple of years. So getting a regional champ is going to be something I'm looking forward to.
Outstanding. Well, as always, we appreciate your time. Let's get back down there and get them ready to go.
All right, thanks a lot.
Coach Brandon Pagor's with us here, and again, we'll come back live with Hunter Mullins ready to go with 152. Right now, we'll join the K-State pregame. Good evening and welcome back to Smoky Valley High School. Hunter Mullen on the mat at 152 pounds, our first regional championship match. It's a rematch of 2 times earlier this year. Mullen has won against Trey Horner. Both are ranked in the states in their weight class from the KWCA. And 20 seconds in, both wrestlers have been locked up. Not much has taken place as far as shots yet.
It's always hard to wrestle somebody 3-4 times, and it's going to be a good match here. Hunter tries a little lift out on the outside leg, and there's nothing there, so he comes back. Just fighting in the middle, hand fighting, just being aggressive. Troy Horner from Abilene goes to a knee.
Tigers, of course, throughout the finals rounds of the orange singlets on after being in the black yesterday. Tradition for the Tigers. Hunter Mullen kind of getting pushed around. He kind of goes to an underhook, and then he pushes him out of bounds, so they go back to center. 1 minute and 2 seconds left here in the first period, scoreless. Regional championship here on the line. Hunter Mullen made it to the title match last year, came up short. There's a pretty good shot in there by Horner, but Mullen trying to stay in position. Now lifted off the mat by Horner. Both have a leg in some control now, and they'll have a potentially dangerous, and will stop the action and bring it back to center again.
Very awkward situation right there. Hunter goes over for his another low ankle pick, and he's got it, elevates it. He might even get 2 back points out of this also. 2 back, so he's up 4-0.
So quick off that whistle start, and I don't think Horner had any idea he was already shooting.
Goes for that real low ankle pick, lifted it, elevated, and got 2 back points out of it. Right now, Horner from Abilene tripoding up, and Hunter hooks the legs in, and they stop it potentially dangerous.
So Mullen leads 4-0 with 18 seconds to work in the first period. Now the Cowboys coaching staff having a word with the official.
Questioning the 2 back points, it came pretty quick, and he started counting those as soon as he got the takedown and went flat to his back. He started flagging, so he got the 2.
So the score stands 4-0, back underway. Mullen working here from on top against Trey Horner with a 4-0 advantage.
Hunter working right side, got a spiral kind of. Trey Horner tries to do a little kick roll through, and Hunter stops it. Gets him broke down, flattens him out. Working hard. There's the end of the first period.
So 4-0 start for Hunter Mullen through the first period. He won against Horner just a little more than... When did we have that match? February 5th, I want to say, was the date on it. And he won 7-4 in that matchup. So that was in Abilene.
Yeah, 5-4.
Underway in the second. 4-0 Mullen lead. To his feet, trying to feel the hands. Spinning, turning. Now still with the leg is Horner.
Hunter come right to his feet at the whistle start, and kind of Horner dropped to a leg. Now he's still got the leg. They will call this potentially dangerous, too.
They call a stalemate anyway.
Which is good for Hunter Mullen. He's going to get a restart here. Whistle blows, comes up, tripods. Horner knocks that left arm out, so he brings him back down to the mat.
So Mullen will work to get the base back. Right now trying to break the hands free underneath. Now he's up to his feet again. Sits out, has the escape, and a 5-0 lead.
Hunter did a great job of wrist control. Took him just a few seconds in there to dig in, but once he got hand control, come to his feet and got away.
Mullen a 5-0 advantage. 1:07 now to work, second period.
There was a little slide-by attempt by Hunter Mullen that didn't quite get it cleared, so he's back to head-to-head.
Near the edge of the circle, they kind of lean on each other, that head-to-head position.
Troy Horner kind of pushing Hunter around, just trying to manhandle him, and Hunter just goes back to center, breaks, and hustles back to center.
41 seconds, second period. Hunter Mullen the lead, trying to go in underneath for a single leg shot and kind of blocked off by Horner. Now they break apart for a moment. Still right in the center of the circle.
Hunter likes to come over the top with a kind of a heavy collar tie, and if it's not there, a lot of times he does that low ankle pick, and there he just tried it again. Wasn't there, so he milks him forward, gets him on his back off this takedown, takes him straight down to the mat, goes to a half, running out of time, 10 seconds. He's in good position here. Goes, there it is, nope, rolled through.
But he's going to get more near fall points. Mullen nearly with a pin toward the end of the second period. Going to put him up 10-0 going to the final 2 minutes.
He went for that ankle pick, and so Troy Horner kind of came down hard on him, so Hunter came up and milked him down and took him right to his back with that front headlock.
So we'll get underway in the third period. Mullen leading 10-0.
Hunter starts on the right side, digging that half in or a strap across the front, and then he switches to the left side. He's going to be busy. Puts the leg in on the right. He's going to do busy work here, trying to gets in good position. He'll try and turn him.
Those legs locked in great position. 1:30 to go in the match. Mullen leading 10-0 over Horner of Abilene.
Horner just kind of covering his arms up and trying to keep him from getting anything done. So Hunter needs to be a little careful. He doesn't get too high. He's trying to work back and stay behind them arms.
And at 13, working through the third. Hunter Mullen, the first of 3 championship matches we have in this finals round. Ryan Tears and Gavin Ware still to count. Now stalemate is called, and they'll stop it with 1:03. Tigers have 5 going to state next weekend. Peyton Lane and Gabe Ware both punched their tickets earlier. They're back underway, and
Mullen will start. Hunter started on the right side, and Troy tried to kind of do a switch, and Hunter kind of let the arm out so he didn't get switched, and has to come to their feet, and Troy Horner breaks away for a 1-point escape.
10-1, Mullen the lead, so they're back into neutral. Forehead to forehead again. Break apart in the middle, down to 37 seconds.
Don't see Hunter doing much here except for kind of collar tying and trying to stay in good position.
Did go down low for that ankle pick try, but wasn't there. Back up.
More of a bluff than anything.
Right.
He's trying to stay in there, but you're right. There he gets good position, so he comes around. Not there, he kind of gets in trouble, so he just cuts away.
15 seconds left. Hunter Mullen leads it 10-1.
Going to fight off any kind of throw that Troy Horner probably going to try.
Got a front headlock now by Mullen. Now breaks away from it. 5 seconds. 3 seconds. Got a peek at the clock. He knows where he's at. Hunter Mullen is a regional champion at 152 pounds.
Great match by Hunter.
152 will win over Trey Horner. Third time this year that he has beaten the Abilene Cowboy, and this time it is a win 10-1 and a finish for Hunter Mullen, 152 regional champion. We're going to take you back to the ball game when Ryan Tears is set to go at 170. We'll bring you right back here to Smoky Valley. And again, we break in to bring you Clay Center Tiger Wrestling here from Smoky Valley High School. It is the Florida Regional Championship at 170 pounds, and Ryan Tears matched up in a good one. Numbers 1 and 2 ranked in the state of this weight class. Bryce Arnberger, and they are underway. They met earlier this year, and it was a 1-point loss, or 2-point loss for Tears, but it was a sudden victory. Went to overtime. So these two know each other well, and it should be a great matchup.
It should be a really good matchup, and they're getting to work right now on the mat. Right now, Ryan Tears is trying to get a little hand control and work and try and get a little bit of an angle somewhere. And so far, he's got collar tie, head-to-head, tries him out.
Now they both step out, and they'll whistle it to a stop, head back to center. Ryan Tears working here at 170 pounds for a regional championship. Hunter Mullen just winning a moment ago over Horner of Abilene, taking a 10-1 victory.
Alberta from Colby kind of got an inside tie on Ryan. Ryan's got an overhook with left side wrist control. Just keep fighting each other for hand control and wrist control, and they go out of bounds again.
So back to center they go. No scores if you had 1:07 to go in the opening period. Ryan Tears for the Tigers. Back underway. Both wrestlers kind of sizing each other up. Now they lock up for a moment. Still trying to get some hand control. You can see both of them.
Neither taking anything low, no low shots yet at all.
Right.
Just working lots of hands and inside ties, wrist controls and head-to-head, trying to jerk, move, find an angle to get something going on.
Now they split apart, 37 seconds to work, and head back in together. Again, just everything up high, as Vinny said. To a knee went Arnberger. Nothing there. Both just tied up. Now a shot by Tears. Front headlock from Arnberger near the edge outside the circle. And no points awarded either way. 22 seconds to work.
Tears act like he maybe got poked in his left eye there a little bit, but comes back to center and seems to be okay.
Official gave him a nod to see, ask if he was all right. He said yes. So they're back at it again. 17 seconds first period.
This time Arnberger goes with a left underhook, kind of jacks Ryan up, and then he lets go and goes back to that collar tie.
7 seconds first period. Both tying up.
Looking close to that out-of-bounds circle.
And that's the end of the first. No score. Pulling toss.
Ryan goes back to that eye and kind of rubs on it a little bit.
Working on it. Choice goes to the Colby wrestler, and Arnberger will take down. And again, Ryan Tears still messing with that left eye.
Either making sure it's not bleeding or just kind of trying to get it focused.
He'll be on top to start the second period. No score.
Really hard, heavy chop on the left arm. Trying to keep him down, keep him flattened out. Arnberger strong, comes back to his base. Ryan goes to the right ankle. He's kind of holding on to that right ankle, and Arnberger's got wrist control of Ryan's left wrist, so got to get that back.
Minute 40 to go here in the second. No score as of yet. Tears trying to ride and has for the first 30 seconds of the period.
Got a right ankle trapped underneath his leg.
Now Arnberger to his feet. I think Tears just decided to let him go.
Arnberger kind of does an outside weak shot, and Ryan drives a double leg all the way out of bounds.
Back to center, 1-0 contest. Tears down by 1.
Kind of warming up now. Getting after it a little bit more. There's still a lot of hand control and hand fighting.
Midway point of the second period, 1:09 to work.
A little more active than they were in the first period.
Arnberger likes to work the edge. You can see him kind of make his way out towards the outside of the circle every time.
He does. He's done that all this whole match so far. Ryan kind of snaps him down, but they go out of bounds.
51 seconds left in the second. Ryan Tears trailing 1-0 back in the way.
Official kind of does a little circle in his hand saying, stay in the middle here, guys. And Arnberger, like I said, kind of been putting his back to the outside edge and just kind of working that outside part of it. Ryan's got an overtie, got left wrist control, lets go of it. Arnberger goes down low, Ryan blocks that.
Down near the edge again, and they will both walk out, and back to center they come. 1-0, Tears down by 1, 23 seconds down the second period.
Supposed to start back in center again. Bryce Arnberger from Colby. Heavy hand over the top of the collar tie. Ryan trying to get wrist control.
Inside 10 seconds in the second. Arnberger goes down to a knee, still with that collar tie.
Neither wrestler has given each other an angle that's been very good on their feet defensively, and so there hasn't been a chance really for any kind of a good shot.
Ryan Tears obviously taking down to begin the final period, trailing 1-0.
Knows he needs to get away. Whistle starts. He goes himself with the left leg. Tripods up, trying to get wrist control, peels, and he's out.
So a 1-1 tie. They're back on their feet again. This is how it went the first time they met. Good shot in there by Tears.
They're on the edge again.
And they can't stay on. Tears had a really good look in there. 1-1 tie, 1:45 to go in the match.
I'd really like to see a warning a little bit earlier in the match for Arnberger, because that time he just kind of fled because he knew he was in bad shape and got to the out of bounds before Ryan could get him stuck up tight enough to really lift and maybe hold him onto the mat.
And he actually had to let him go just to try to keep his feet in, and then there was no chance for Tears. So a deep shot, though.
Ryan just looks like he's motivated. He really wants this match, and he knows he's got to get good position here and get one good shot in on him.
1:15 to work. 1-1 tie. Still forehead to forehead. Arnberger now backs up toward the edge. Tears kind of waits for him to come back to him. 1:04 left.
Going to come down to if somebody makes a slip or a mistake, then that's what's the other wrestler's going to capitalize on it. So Arnberger does a shot. Ryan goes to a double.
They both counter very well as they go outside the circle, and it stopped with 52 seconds left. Tears had a hold of around the knee and the leg, and then it was countered, and they both just circled outside. And back to middle they come, 45 to work.
Right, Tears probably has a 2-inch maybe height advantage.
Yeah.
Over Bryce Arnberger, but he so far hadn't been able to get them long arms in and get them legs deep enough to get a good shot. Let's see if he can do it here last 30 seconds of this match.
Both had a collar tie in. Now they break away from that down to 26 seconds. If somebody can get a shot in here, if Ryan Tears can maybe a takedown before we go to overtime.
Arnberger comes hard and just shoves him out of bounds.
17 seconds left in the match. Tied at 1. Tears and Arnberger back at it.
Arnberger goes to the left underhook. Tears got a heavy right overhook, ear to ear.
5 seconds now. Little duck under attempt by Arnberger, not there, and we are headed to overtime. Ryan Tears at 170 pounds.
Like Ryan just hustled right back to middle and he's ready to go, and Bryce Arnberger's trying to suck a little bit of air before he got back there.
Shot in by Arnberger, missing. Now they lock back up again. Leaning really heavy on each other, forehead to forehead right now.
Both want inside tie and been working really hard in this last 30 seconds of the regulation match to get inside tie.
Shot in there by Tears. Now a front headlock by Arnberger off of it. They're right on the edge of the circle. 34 seconds left, and they'll call a stalemate, bring it back to middle.
Ryan was not in very good position right there, so it's a good thing they were where they were at.
Shot in by Arnberger.
Arnberger tries to go deep. Ryan blocks it.
26 seconds left in the overtime, first overtime. They're again fighting for wrist control. Shot by Tears.
And just an outside single a little bit, but it's not real deep.
14 seconds to work in the overtime.
He's onto that arm.
And now a stalemate again with 8 seconds remaining. And once more back to center.
Trying the first one back again.
Back underway in the OT. 5 seconds. And we will end it right there. Still tied at 1 apiece.
Kind of like our conditioning, the way we look so far into this. When we get deep into these overtimes, this is what really pays off.
Tears will be in the down position to start.
30 seconds. Got to get away.
And both had quick escapes during the regular portion of the match. Couldn't get away that time, just on the edge. 26 seconds left, second overtime here.
Just an official that called stall earlier. It's really
out of nowhere.
Warranted. Now Ryan gets to his feet, turns. Arnberger goes to a low single, lifts it up high now.
13 seconds left.
Trip. Ryan's got to get an escape here. He really needs to fight to get his leg back.
Down to 7. There's a warning for stalling. They go outside the circle with just 4 seconds left in the overtime. So Tears has 4 seconds to work with.
Really need to escape. He's going to have to really blow up and get out of here.
Comes up hot, gets to his feet, and unable to get away. Coach Bigorsh wants to know if there was locked hands. And the outside official, the secondary official, says no, he did not see it. So a 1-1 tie, and now it's up to Ryan Tears to ride his 30 seconds out.
Tough task for Ryan can do it. He's got to get him stopped this initial whistle start. Hammers with the left arm. He's
to his feet, and now the escape puts him on top 2-1. They'll let him wrestle out the 19 seconds here, but Arnberger with the lead. Tears trying to get a shot in. Goes down low, 13 to work.
Don't let him get on you. There he comes around.
10 seconds left for Ryan Tears here, maybe to come up with a takedown, take the lead back.
Got to go quick.
There's a shot in, can't hit. 6 seconds, goes again. 4 seconds left. 2 seconds. And Ryan Tears will lose a tough double overtime 2-1 decision to Arnberger. Great battle between the top 2 wrestlers of the state this weight class.
Great match.
So Ryan Tears will end up with a runner-up here at the regional championships to Arnberger double OT, a 2-1 final. We'll take you right now back to the game. We have another weight class on the way with Gavin Ware waiting to go at 195. Once they wrestled 182, we'll bring you back for Gavin's match here in the regional championships. One more match for the weekend as we bring you back to Smoky Valley High School. Rocky Downing, Benny Wallace, our studio engineer, Bernie Pansella, Gavin Ware getting set to go. That 195 pounds in a matchup. It should be a really good one once again. Jake Stoneberger of Chapman. Gavin Ware is underway right now. He lost to Stoneberger in the first duel of the year against the Irish by 1. So it should be a great matchup here once again. Both are state ranked.
Talking to Dad between rounds and stuff, and he said that it was a great match. That Stoneberger was like, "Ooh, where did this sophomore come from?" So
and that sophomore has stayed around all year long. He's had one heck of a year already.
It's a 2-on-1 Russian. Kind of pulls it across. Nothing there. Let's go of it. Just heavy hands, heavy hand fighting right now. Stoneberger tries a little wrist roll and nothing there. Goes to a double. They go out of bounds.
Gavin races back to center. Something Coach Bigorsh brought up, the fact that there were several injury timeouts during the first match, and he thought that aided Stoneberger in the conditioning between the two. Gavin working his way around Stoneberger, looking for an in.
Sure can play a factor in a wrestling match, that's for sure. Just, again, a lot of hand fighting, inside ties, wrist controls. Gavin's trying to stay. One thing that Greg said that Gavin likes to go and shoot deep, in 195.
There he is.
There he goes. He goes for a low shot, picks it up.
Can't keep him on the mat, though, and back to your point, Benny.
And he's probably given up 10 pounds. I would assume something of that nature. And so, Gavin likes to go low, and most 195-pounders really like to wrestle up high.
Right?
Yeah, and so it wasn't something that Jake Stoneberger from Chapman was used to.
28 seconds to work first period. Still no score at this point. 195-pound regional championship match, Gavin Ware against Stoneberger. And there's another single leg inside.
Got a fireman's on it. Gets it. Gets the two. He's
takedown.
Mike got to reverse back, though.
And they did, so it's going to be tied at 2 apiece. So Gavin Ware gets the takedown. Stoneberger the reversal.
2-2, so give and take. But right now we've got to come back to center. 7 seconds left. We'll see if Gavin can get a quick escape and come out.
The lead back, yeah. 7 seconds to get it done. Whistle start. To his feet.
Peeling hands.
3 seconds left. Back down to the mat he goes. They do stop it with 1 second left on the first period clock. Tied at 2. They'll get a whistle start, and that ends the opening period with a 2-2 tie.
Really tried hard to get away in that last 7 seconds, and Jake Stoneberger just heel tripped him back to the mat, so he goes back to the bottom to start in this third period. Gavin is on bottom.
Trying to get that point back he tried to get before the end of the first. 2-2 tie.
Comes to his feet. Stoneberger just keeps on lifting and tripping. Here he does his little outside set. Has to bail out of it so he didn't get put on his back. Stoneberger trying to tie up Gavin's hands like a lunge. He has to let go of that. Gavin comes to his feet, trying to peel.
Now back down to the mat he goes. And now Stoneberger's got control of the arm, barred behind him. Now Gavin gets it back.
Stoneberger just looks so much bigger than Gavin. He just draped over him. You can't hardly even see Gavin.
Right. He's given up weight to everybody this year. Gavin's at 195 pounds.
Gavin's trying to kind of kick free, trying to come to his feet.
Right on the edge.
Pulls him out of bounds.
So they'll stop it. Back to middle. 1:08 to work. 2-2 tie. And with that set to go again, as Stoneberger methodically makes his way back to the middle.
Very slowly. Gavin comes to his feet. Stoneberger trips him forward this time.
1 minute left, second period. 2-2 tie.
Gavin's got a good base. Trying to tripod up a little bit.
Now to his feet. Turns and faces, but again, they go outside the circle.
Stoneberger just gasping for air, pulls up his knee pad, slowly comes back. Gavin's already sitting in the middle of the circle waiting.
Stoneberger now is in position.
Needs to keep going hard. Comes to his feet, peeling. Stoneberger takes him out again.
No, Gavin again up quickly, races back to the middle. 49 seconds to work.
At some point in time, he's got to get him for pushing him out of bounds because Gavin's coming to his feet, and he just keeps on driving him out.
To his feet very quickly again, near the edge. Trying to peel those hands again as Gavin Ware now tries to hit a switch as they bounce to the ground, but again outside the circle where Stoneberger leads him. So a 2-2 tie remains, 43 seconds, and back to center they come again. Getting to the feet is not a problem. He's been there every time.
Just clearing them hands and getting enough away from him so he can get away.
Again to his feet, and again driven out of bounds. And now there's the warning for stalling.
Get to the middle. Gavin's headed back, but he got thrown out pretty far that time.
So Gavin back in position. Tied at 2.
Got to keep going hard. 40 seconds left here in the second period.
Stoneberger switched sides that time on the start.
Gavin comes to his feet. Stoneberger trips him forward. There's a tilt, but he doesn't get anything out of it.
30 seconds to work now. Gavin Ware is flattened out underneath of Stoneberger. Again, Stoneberger has been warned for stalling once.
Gavin's
kicked to his feet
again. He takes him out.
18 seconds remaining. Gavin Ware go back again to the down position.
He really needs to get a point here. It'll help him tremendously in this match.
Stoneberger back in position. There's Ware to his feet again. Now spins into the middle. Turns his faces.
Gets a bear hugged on him. Gets taken back down.
9 seconds left. 8 seconds.
Stoneberger's done nothing, just laying on him.
And that's going to end the second period with a 2-2 tie. You can see the Tiger crowd, the Tiger coaches, fist in the air, asking for that second. Another one warning for stalling.
He's got to give you.
Stoneberger's taking an injury timeout here. So a 2-2 tie. We'll keep it right here, of course. We will send you back to the Wildcat Network once we've wrapped up our coverage, which is the final match of the evening for the Tigers. So Stoneberger gets an inhaler, a shot of water, and some wind back. 2-2 is the score. All 6 to work.
All 3.
Got them all 3 done.
Back to center, though. Here we go. Gavin's going to be on top. Start this third period.
Just the beginning of the third. Tied at 2.
Starts left side. Lifts an ankle. Stoneberger just flattens out, does nothing.
Yeah, got the arm part, though. Scooping the head. And,
you got to go forward with it.
Now he lets him go on the escape, and they'll have to go back on their feet. Stoneberger right on the edge. Gavin Ware coming after him. Down by 1 now is Ware.
He's got to push. You got to keep pushing hard.
Deep shot in there. Stoneberger goes to a front headlock. Now it slips. They whistle it to a stop. 1:31 remains in this match. 3-2. Gavin Ware trails by 1.
Gavin goes to the center. Going to be going hard again. He's gotten in pretty deep a couple of times. Stoneberger's so long and strong and tall that he kind of flattens him out. So he needs to get around him like a duck under a high crotch and then get.
You could also stay. There's a shot in by Stoneberger. I was going to say you could also. Oh, he gets lifted up and tripped, and that's going to take Ware to his back now, right on the edge. Minute 3 remains. 5-2 now. Gavin Ware down by 3 off the takedown on the edge.
Gavin's got to get an escape. Got to get up quick. 3 seconds left. Down by 3.
Comes to his feet.
Peels.
Trips back down. Tries to hit a switch. Back to his feet again.
Comes up. There's a switch. Switch. Not over the top.
Right on the edge. 52 seconds. Stoneberger keeping him on the mat right now. He's got his arm caught.
He only got 1 flag, so he didn't give up any back points there.
Still down by 3. Ware needs an escape and a takedown to tie.
40 seconds, close to the out of bounds. Stoneberger just going to push him out again.
And so back to center they come, and Coach Pagorsh, Patno both on the side, saying you just got to get up quick. Maybe we get that point on the second stall.
A lot can happen in 33 seconds of a wrestling match. Stoneberger's getting very gassed. Gavin comes to his feet.
There's the escape. Then he goes right back at him.
Goes to that outside single.
23 seconds left.
You got 2 points. He's tied it.
5-5 tie, Gavin Ware.
20 seconds. Got to ride hard. Got to ride hard.
Trying to get to overtime.
It's a switch.
And now he reverses. Ware falls behind by 2, 7-5. Still 9 seconds.
Gavin trying to come to his feet, rolls through, gets an escape.
4 seconds left. He'll take a shot on the edge. Down by 1, 2 seconds remaining.
Got to go hard. Go.
Goes at him. 1 second. And that is going to wrap it up. And what a match again between these two. The identical score, 7-6. Gavin Ware takes the loss. Heck of a battle.
Heck of a wrestling match. It's just too much size. Is where the problem is right there.
A lot of pounds given up. That's for sure.
Size. Then when you try to hit a switch, you come over the top, and guys, just really, really good wrestling match.
It was great matchup between those two, and Gavin Ware will have a second place here at the regional championship. So we'll recap for you before we send you back to the Wildcat Network. 5 are on their way to the state championships. Peyton Lane, a 4th place finish. Gabe Ware, a 3rd place finish. 2 runners up here at regionals. That is Ryan Tears and Gavin Ware and a regional champion in Hunter Mullen. Those 5 will be in Salina next week. I know we will as well, Benny. From Friday morning when they get started at 10 a.m. here on KCLY. For our studio engineers today, Flip Casper and right now Bernie Fancella, Benny Wallace, this is Rocky Downing telling you to enjoy the rest of your sports Saturday.